Good evening, everyone. Live from Dick Null Field in Rock Rapids, Central Lion George Little Rock football is on the air, and for the Lions, it is the District 1 opener tonight. We have reached the point of the season where it is district play time. The Lions taking on familiar foe in the Boyden Hull Rock Valley Nighthawks here in the district opener tonight at Dick Null Field in Rock Rapids. And a little bit of an added twist here. Both teams coming in winless. I don't know when the last time that happened was, but both Central Lion George Little Rock and Boyden Hull Rock Valley coming in with 0-4 records into the action here tonight. Along with Chris Bixman, I'm Jay Kelly. Chris is filling in for Joel Viss here tonight. And Chris, want to thank you for joining us up in the booth here tonight.
Well, thanks for having me on board, Jay. I'm looking forward to this. I hope we see a good football game tonight.
And I know, Chris, you're an old hat. You got to cut your teeth last year on the microphone, right?
That's right. Yeah, this is my second time around, so hopefully it goes well.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell any of the folks out there in the listener land who may not be familiar with you, Sturtevant's in Rock Rapids, where you're employed, and a resident of Rock Rapids.
Sure, thanks, Jay. Yeah, I've been a resident of Rock Rapids since about the mid-'80s. I moved to town, and love this place. I started watching football games as soon as I got to town. I just love the football history that we have here, and really enjoy it. I've been managing the Sturtevant store in Rock Rapids for 30-plus years now, and I'm president of the quarterback club. I've been doing that for about 15 years now. I started doing that when my kids were playing football, and just kind of been staying with that for a few years. Really enjoy that too. It's a great get-together on Mondays during football season. So.
Well, no doubt about that. And Central Lion George Little Rock football, of course, the quarterback club, that is something within the football program where the role of the quarterback club has really grown over the course of the years.
It has. We kind of, it's been going for a lot of years in town. I think Mike Austin had told me a while back that maybe 50 years now that it's been going in Rock Rapids. So a great history, and it's just a fun venue, a great way to get together and talk about football and listen to the coach's perspective once a week. And, did it for quite a few years with Coach Toby Lorenzen, and now with Curtis Eben, and it's just a good time.
Yep, and it's not a exclusive club by any means. It's open to anybody. If you love Lion football, you're more than welcome to stop by, right?
Oh, definitely. Yep. Well, anybody that would like to come, it's a delicious meal, and we try to always get her done between 12 and 1 so everybody can get back to work. But it's a lot of fun and a lot of good food.
Yeah, definitely good food. I can attest to that. That's for sure. And it's always interesting to hear the coaches' takes on the games. Coming up on the pregame, we will have the coaches, head coach Curtis Eben of the Lions, and Boyden Hull Rock Valley head coach Corey Brandt will be joining us in a bit on the pregame show. And Chris, I was talking about both teams coming in with 0-4 records. Boy, I can't tell you the last time both of these programs went winless after their first 4 games of the season.
It is a real surprise, Jay, because, both these programs have a history of success in the football program. So it is a surprise, and, one of them is going to get a win tonight, and that might be a big decision maker down the road for district play.
Yep, and that will be an important win as well, as it is the District 1 opener tonight. Sioux Center on the road in district play at Okoboji tonight, and Sheldon opening up district play on the road at MOC Floyd Valley. You talk about both of these teams being 0-4. Certainly the competition they faced in their non-district schedule has a lot to do with it. Central Lion, George Little Rock, and Boyden Hull Rock Valley both facing 3 common opponents in West Lion, West Sioux, and Western Christian. Boyden Hull Rock Valley losing to Sergeant Bluff Luton last week, and that's a powerful 3A program.
Well, neither team took any cupcakes to start the season, so and you got to appreciate that too. You got to play good competition and kind of see where you measure up. So. And
as far as this Lion football team goes, I think, Chris, if you just look at the scores, you might get the wrong idea about this football team, because this football team, we think, everybody who's been watching the games, we think this team is a lot better than the scores of the first 4 games have indicated.
Definitely, Jay. If you know anything about football, we've been able to play right with some of these opponents, and we just got to, take it to the next step and play a full game of football and we're going to get some wins.
No doubt about that. Lion football opening District 1 play here tonight with Boyden Hall Rock Valley joining us at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids. We'll have the coaches' interviews coming up on the pregame show live from Dick Knoll Field. This is Lion football on the Central Lion Broadcast Network.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
And we're welcoming you back to the pregame show. It's time to talk Boyden Hall Rock Valley Nighthawk football with the head coach of the Nighthawks, Corey Brandt. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Joel.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about your season so far. We've made it through non-district play, 4 tough games here in Northwest Iowa. Always a battle to get through non-district. Tell us a little bit about how your season's gone leading up to this week's game.
Yeah, you're not lying when you say it's tough to get through non-districts, especially this year. And I know that their coaches are saying the same thing. We've played a lot of the same teams. It's been a real battle to get to this point so far. We've got a brand new team, a lot of new faces. We've done a lot of growing up. We've made a ton of mistakes. We hope we learn from those things. We've had to do it against really good football teams, and even small mistakes can really cost you in a game. So it's been a real challenge for us, to say the least. So we've learned a lot about who we are. We've learned a lot about what we can and can't do. We're looking for discipline and consistency going all the way through our team right now and trying to put together a full game. But the non-district schedule has definitely been an eye-opener, been a challenge, and been a real learning experience for the Nighthawks.
Well, still looking for your first win of the season, but still in the same aspect, as we open up district play here tonight against Central Line George-Little, you can always tell your team that from here on out, if you win the district, you still got that shot at the playoffs.
Yeah, so extremely important game for everybody playing in district play right now. I mean, we're all battling for our postseason life, you could say, right now. So every game carries great importance. Got to be the best we can be on every given night, and it's really going to be a battle because I think it's a pretty balanced district, to be honest with you. Probably more balanced maybe than in years past. So just can be anybody's. I guess you got to show up on that night. You got to make plays, but I think anybody can beat anybody for the most part.
Well, let's talk about tonight. You're on the road to Central Lion George Little Rock. What do you expect to see when you take the field against the Lions?
I see a team very similar to us in a lot of ways. As hungry as we are, trying to get through those non-district games, learning a lot in the process. I see a team that's got a lot of talent. I see some offensive diversity showing up, and they're getting better on that side of the ball without a doubt. And defensively, just absolutely solid in every aspect. They do a nice job all the way around of playing what they play and then doing it well. And just similar to us. They've made some mistakes. We've made some mistakes that have cost us in key situations in those first games. So I see a team, like I said, that kind of mirrors what we're both trying to figure it out yet and trying to get that first win.
Well, what can we expect to see from the Nighthawks, and how do you expect to try and correct some of those mistakes going into tonight?
We've been working really hard in practice to get that done. Consistency starts there, and the discipline starts there as well. So we've really been preparing as hard as we can. Coaches are coaching well. Players are playing hard, really going through the process of preparing well. But, we're going to have to find something that works. And I keep saying it in all big games, you got to make plays when you get chances to make the play. You can't miss that opportunity or make a mistake that would cost a big play. So we're looking to clean those things up. Try to become, like I said, more consistent, more disciplined in what we do. We've been working hard at it, and we hope it shows up on the field.
Well, and one of the benefits of tonight is it sounds like we're finally going to get some of that cooler fall football weather.
Yeah, very thankful for that. Love the fall cool down every year. It's one of my favorite parts of fall is just feeling that first time when it starts to get, that 60-degree range, starts sticking in the 60s a little bit. Man, I like that. So looking forward to that too.
Well, obviously, as we've discussed earlier, tough, brutal schedule there in non-district play coming through there. You take a lot of hard hits in Northwest Iowa. It's not just tough teams, it's tough football and good physical football. How is your team doing with the bumps and bruises through the first 4 weeks?
It's been pretty rough. I'm not going to lie. We're down some people. It's not been good. We've lost a couple guys for the year that were important players on our team. We've got some that'll be sitting out tonight with injury, and those are not fun things. But we're battling through it. The guys that are stepping in are going to have to step up and make some plays, and do their job, fill their role. So it's been brutal, like you said. It's not easy to get through that unscathed, and we definitely haven't, unfortunately.
What are the key factors going into tonight for the Nighthawks to come out with a victory?
I think they're the same in every big game. You make plays and get opportunities presented to you. You got to do your job and do it well. Reduce those mistakes. You got to, not turn the ball over. Reduce those penalties down as much as possible. But it really comes down to making plays when you get the opportunity to. They'll present themselves throughout the game, and you got to make it happen. So that's kind of where I'm at with that.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you spending some time with us here this week, and we wish you the best of luck tonight.
Thanks a lot, Joel.
That is the head coach of the Boyden Hall Rock Valley Nighthawks, Corey Brandt. We'll be back with more of the pregame show when we return.
Yeah, hard work looks easy when everything you touch turns gold. I was made for this. I was made for this. I was made for this. Time to live was amazing. Jackpot smile. I was made for this. Can't stop the moves that I'm making. I was made for this.
Are you where you need to be on your financial planning process? Whether it's planning for retirement, investment, or risk management, trust our team at Frontier Bank Wealth Management to start you on the path to financial success. We guarantee exceptional customer service and value your time. We hold ourselves to the highest fiduciary standard in the industry and serve your interests, not our own. Whether you're just starting your financial plan or want help in maintaining it, let Frontier Bank help you plan your future.
And we welcome you back to the pregame show. It's time to talk Central Lyon George Little Rock football with the head coach of the Lions, Curtis Even. Coach, thanks for joining us again.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Joel.
Coach, let's talk about last week a little bit. Homecoming, a tough game for us against Western Christian. Came up on the wrong end of the scoreboard. But some positives we can take away and some things that we can work on for next week.
Yeah, at times throughout that game, especially the first half, we saw some good things. Our offense, we got moving the ball a little bit. We saw the Carter's ability for field goals. Did a nice job of kicking the field goal early on. Our defense played pretty well. Kind of got a coffin corner kick there. Put the ball down deep. Just little things like that. That all the little things we're doing pretty well. And that first, basically first quarter and part of second quarter there. The way that you anticipate to see things unfold in a football game, and and then as time went, things just kind of started to unfold a little bit. They made some big plays, and we just couldn't capitalize, and the wheels kind of fell off the bus. And I think the kids just kind of questioned maybe a little bit what they're doing, how they're doing things. You can't do that when you play a good football team, and so the score got a little bit lopsided there. It's not that just little things that we need to do better.
Well, 0-4 on the season so far, but finally non-district play out of the way. Now it's when it counts, because they still got to know the confidence is there. If you can run the table here, win the district, you're still in the playoffs, and that's got to be the new mentality. Forget about what happened the first 4 weeks and set your sights forward.
Absolutely. The goal is still to make the playoffs, and these guys know that. Here we're going into district play. Rock Valley Boyden Hall's 0-4. We're 0-4. Played much of the same competition in the non-district schedule. So it's our kids are aware of that. going into district play is it's kind of the 0-0 start, and the biggest thing with that non-district schedule is you hope to see improvement, and I think we have week to week. I know really tonight we'll find out how much that improvement has improved going throughout that non-district schedule.
Well, let's talk about that first district game here tonight. You mentioned it, Rock Valley Boyden Hall coming to Dicknall Field. A team we have a lot of history with. We know a lot about them. But like you said, they're 0-4 as well. What do we expect to see from this year's Nighthawks?
They center their offense around three guys: their quarterback, their tailback, and a wide receiver. Those guys are key parts of their offense. We just got to know where they're at all times. They'll move some guys around to get guys lined up and that kind of give things away a little bit. It's just a matter of our guys need to know where those guys are at, and we got to and then after that execute on defense wise. It's not going to be really much about X's and O's as much as about who can make plays, and the old saying goes is 2 to 3 plays a game can decide the outcome of it, and I feel like that's going to be like tonight. We got to stop them in situations and not give them those big plays, and I think we're up for it. Our guys, we had a great week of practice, really communicated things well throughout the defensive side of the ball, and we feel pretty good about tonight's game, and our kids are focused. We had a great week of practice. Defensively they run a 3-4. A little bit of 4-3. They'll bounce guys around a little bit, so nothing that we haven't seen. Offensive line wise is definitely had the best week of practice since fall camp probably, and so our guys are ready to go, and you really want to see that first week of districts.
Well, you've had a chance to check out some of their tape, obviously, and you talk about the 3 or 4 plays that can make or break a game. What are some things we might try to do tonight that'll make sure that those 3 or 4 plays go our direction?
The biggest thing is we got to control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. We got to establish our run game. We can't be throwing the ball 30 times a game. We're not going to win football games if we're doing that. It's really going to come down to our old line has got to play well, and we got to run the ball. Defensively, we just got to make again, no mistakes, create some turnovers, and just tackle in the open field well. And if we can do those little things, it's going to be a big outcome for us at the end of the game.
Well, we finally hit the fall football weather. It's going to be a little bit cooler out there tonight. Hopefully that can help us avoid some of the cramping throughout the night. But how are the rest of our team looking injury-wise?
Right now, we're probably as healthy as we've been since week 1, I guess, or actually since fall camp, and so we got everybody back. Everybody's kind of fitting in, a little bumps and bruises here and there, but for the most part, we got everybody where we need to be. So that's another positive. Getting guys more experience. We missed guys throughout the first couple of weeks that maybe hurt. Some play tendencies and things like that we've seen just because of lack of experience. So every game, those guys are getting better, and we're getting healthier, and so like you said, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool tonight. It should be a great atmosphere for football. Guys can run around for 4 quarters and play good football.
What can the Lion fans expect to see if we're going to pull out a win tonight?
The biggest thing is we got to control the line of scrimmage, like I said, and then we got to limit our turnovers, limit the big plays from their offense. They'll just throw the ball up deep, and they'll do that every series, at least one time within the series. They'll throw that ball up deep and try to make a play. So we got to limit their big plays, and offense we got to establish our run game and put some drives together that put points on the board.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time every week, and we wish you the best of luck tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me again, Joel.
That is the head coach of the Central Lyon George Little Rock Lions, Curtis Eben. We'll be back with more of the pregame show when we return.
Are you where you need to be on your financial planning process? Whether it's planning for retirement, investment, or risk management, trust our team at Frontier Bank Wealth Management to start you on the path to financial success. We guarantee exceptional customer service and value your time. We hold ourselves to the highest fiduciary standard in the industry and serve your interests, not our own. Whether you're just starting your financial plan or want help in maintaining it, let Frontier Bank help you plan your future.
Farmers, it's harvest time, and let's face it, things are quite different this year. Are you worried that your yields are down, but your production costs will keep rising? Let DeNoble & Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, relieve some of your stress by working with you to minimize your taxes and maximize your return. Call DeNoble & Company today for more information on end-of-the-year tax planning. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Yeah, hard work looks easy when everything you touch turns gold. I was made for this. I was made for this. I was made for this. Last time the feeling was amazing. Jackpot smile, I was made for this. Kiss your rose and I'm making I was made for this.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank. In your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Farmers, it's harvest time, and let's face it, things are quite different this year. Are you worried that your yields are down, but your production costs will keep rising? Let DeNoble & Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, relieve some of your stress by working with you to minimize your taxes and maximize your return. Call DeNoble & Company today for more information on end-of-the-year tax planning. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
Well, good Friday evening once again, folks, live from Dick Null Field in Rock Rapids. Central Lyon George Little Rock football is on the air as the color guard walks off the field. National anthem has been played, and we are ready for some football here tonight at Dick Null Field in Rock Rapids. A beautiful night for a football game. Football weather here as we near the end of September, and to kick off District 1 play tonight with the Boyden Hall Rock Valley Nighthawks in town. Chris Bixman should be a whale of a good one here tonight.
I sure hope so, Jay. It's a beautiful night for it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely football weather out there. And the Lions and the Nighthawks, certainly no strangers. Past years of the district championship being decided by this game has been many occasions over the past many years in District 1 Class 2A football. Boyden Hall Rock Valley, they've had the upper hand as of late, though. Central Lyon George Little Rock has not beat them in quite a few years, and I know the Lions want to get that taste out of their mouth.
Oh, yeah, these two programs have a lot of history together, and this is a very important game.
The captains will get set to meet at midfield for the coin toss before we get underway here tonight. And before the game gets underway, I want to mention our sponsors and thank our sponsors, Avera Health, Frontier Bank, the Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Sanford Health, DeNoble Austin and Company, and the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company. Pepsi Beverage Company, one of our fine sponsors as well. Coming up next week, upcoming events here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Next Thursday, we've got varsity volleyball. Varsity volleyball team will be home for a nice match against Sioux Center next Thursday night. We'll have live coverage of that beginning around 6:30. And, of course, next Friday night, we'll be back with Lion football. Lions take to the road for their first road district game of the season down in Orange City facing MOC Floyd Valley. Boynton Hall Rock, or I should say Central Lyon George Little Rock won the coin toss, and the Lions have elected to defer, so the Lions will be playing defense first. They'll be defending the north goal here at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids. And this Boynton Hall Rock Valley offense over the past few years, Chris Bixman, an offense that likes to put up a lot of points.
They do. They're usually good at putting points on the board, Jay.
Yep, and they surrendered 60-some to West Sioux, if I can remember, earlier this year. However, they did put 40-some on the board, I think. So they did score 40. That was the good news. The bad news for them was they lost. They gave up 60-some, which, having seen West Sioux, that could be easy to do as well.
If you're a fan of offensive football, that would have been a good game to watch.
Yeah, I would tell you, that would be like one of those Mountain West games that you see on
exactly.
On ESPN after midnight. One of those games where it's a full-blown track meet. Don't know if it will get that wild and crazy here tonight. We certainly hope it doesn't. If you're the Lions, you want to control the clock here tonight and let your defense do its work, I think.
Our defense is very capable. I think, we should be able to get a lot of stops. This Rock Valley team's been struggling a little bit, just like Central Lyon has, and so hopefully we can keep them struggling.
Both teams coming in with identical 0-4 records after non-district play as we head into district action here tonight. Carter Krull with the ball teed up on the 40-yard line, ready to give it the kick. And district football is underway. Nice high end-over-end kick. Going to be fielded by the Nighthawks in the end zone for the touchback. And Boynton Hall Rock Valley will take over first and 10 from their own 20-yard line. And Keaton Mosier, he's the man that makes it go for this Nighthawks ball club, senior quarterback for Boynton Hall Rock Valley, standing at 6'2", 208 pounds. He's a tough ball to bring down.
Yeah, that's a good-sized quarterback at this level, and I think he's a powerful runner.
Mosier will line up in the shotgun on first down. He's got an up back to his left. He'll send that back in motion left to right. Drop back to pass and pass over the middle. Catch is made in the flat by Cody Mosier, and Cody will take it down to the 29-yard line, about a yard shy of the first down. Second down and 1 coming up for Boynton Hall Rock Valley. Ball spotted on their own 29-yard line. Nighthawks will go with the no-huddle offense as well. Mosier will line up in the shotgun, twin receivers to each side. The motion man comes across from right to left as Mosier takes the snap. Drops back to pass, looks to the right sideline. It is incomplete. Nice coverage by Cole Telford on the wide receiver, and the throw a little bit high. Third down and 1 coming up.
It wasn't too bad a throw, Jay. All their quarterbacks looking pretty accurate for this early in the game.
Third down and 1 for Boynton Hall Rock Valley. Ball on their own 29-yard line. Mosier from the shotgun will hand to the motion man on the jet sweep. Lions had it red, but he does get a few yards and able to get the first down as he got to the corner. And that was Eric Salazar on the carry for Boynton Hall Rock Valley.
Yeah, I think we read the play okay, just didn't quite get to the corner in time.
First down and 10 for the Nighthawks. Ball spotted on their own 33-yard line. 11:15 left to play in the opening quarter. First possession of the night. Mosier in the shotgun, twin receivers to the left, a single man to the right, and Mosier will throw to the right. Nice coverage again by Telford defensively to break up the pass intended for Alex Godfredson.
Cole Telford did a great job just getting that arm in there and knocking the ball down.
Second down and 10 for Boynton Hall Rock Valley. Ball spotted on their own 33-yard line. Opening offensive possession of the night here in this District 1 opener at Dicknall Field. Mosier in the shotgun takes a snap. First run of the night. The hand will go up the middle to Cody Noble, and Noble will carry to about the 36-yard line, pick up a 3. And the Lions have him facing a third down and 7.
It's a nice job inside on the by the Lions. I think Bryce Vanderweerd got a hold of him, and he didn't get much.
Yeah, that defensive line for the Lions, they've been playing quite well off to the early start here this year. 3rd down and 7 for the Nighthawks from their own 36 with Mosier in the shotgun, Noble to his left. Now Noble will head off in motion to the right. Mosier takes a snap, drops back to pass, looks over the middle, pass broken up by Will Nagel, and it's incomplete. The Lions force a 3-and-out on the second set of downs for the Nighthawks, and Boyden Hull Rock Valley be forced to punt it away.
Well, that's pretty solid defense there. We gave up 1 first down, but a couple really good defensive plays and pass coverage.
It will be a 4th down and 7 for the Nighthawks. Ball will be spotted on their own 36. Keaton Mosier is on to punt. Mosier will stand back on his own 23-yard line. Awaiting the snap, it is a good snap and gets off a nice high spiraling punt. Carter Krull will take it at the 30-yard line, shakes the first man through, and then is brought down by the second man at the 34. But good starting field position for this Lion offense. And Chris, what we've seen the first few weeks of the year, this is an offense that we'd like to see them start to establish some drives on the field.
Yeah, just sustain drives, control the ball, control the clock. We need to do a little more of that, and I think we'll be in the driver's seat.
Central Lyon George Little Rock with good starting field position for their first offensive possession of the night. 1st down and 10 from their own 34. Postma will line up in a shotgun. Twin receivers right. Carter Krull will come across in motion. The hand goes up the middle to Cole Telford, who has a seam. Telford across midfield into the open, and Telford's going to take this one to the house. Number 5 in the end zone for Central Lyon George Little Rock, but it's going to come back as there was a block in the back at the 14-yard line by a Lion receiver. And, boy, tough break there, because Telford was already into the end zone as Dylan Van Berkom got a Nighthawk player from behind at about the 17-yard line.
Oh, that was unfortunate. That kid wasn't going to catch Cole anyway, so, you see it all the time in football, but yeah, he wasn't going to catch him anyhow. That was a touchdown. That's too bad.
Well, the officials will mark it off, but still a nice run for Telford. It will be 1st down and 10 for the Lions from the Boyden Hull Rock Valley 28-yard line. You wanted to establish drives. You didn't want to score too quickly anyway, right?
No, I guess not.
10:06.
That Cole is exciting to watch.
Boy,
he made a couple
sure
of cuts
is.
there, and he was gone.
Yeah, he had a nice seam right up the middle. 1st down and 10 for the Lions from the 28 of Boyden Hull Rock Valley with 10:06 left to play here in the opening quarter following the penalty. We are scoreless so far. Second offensive play coming up for the Lions as the players look into the sidelines. Play clock at 2 seconds here, and the Lions forced to call a timeout here. Took a lot of time to either get that play in or get that play relayed to the huddle, one of the two, and the Lions forced to burn a timeout. So ideally, a good start now has turned into a somewhat frustrating start following the penalty and having to call timeout on 1st and 10 from the opponent's 28.
Yeah, I feel like we have got a lot of momentum going here. We want to keep that moving.
10:06 left to play in the opening quarter. Opening night of District 1 play for Central Lyon George Little Rock, hosting the Nighthawks of Boyden Hull Rock Valley here at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids. Sioux Center on the road at Okoboji tonight, and Sheldon will open district play on the road as well down in Orange City against MOC Floyd Valley. Orange City will be the destination for the Lions coming up next Friday night. Lions will be heading down to Northwestern College in Orange City to take on the Dutch of MOC Floyd Valley next Friday night. Following the timeout, a 1st down and 10. Ball spotted on the Boyden Hull Rock Valley 28-yard line. Split receiver wide to each side. Postma in the shotgun. Meyer stands to his left. Krull in motion right to left. The hand goes to Meyer on the counter over the right side. Meyer cuts it back up the middle. All kinds of running room as Meyer carries inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And the first couple plays here, Chris, the Lion offensive line's been opening up some holes.
They really are. Boy, it is wide open when they hit the line of scrimmage, and our backs can make some great cuts after that. I hope we can keep this up.
1st down and 10 for the Lions with the ball on the 14-yard line of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. 9:45 left in the opening quarter, and the clock is on the move. Scoreless so far. Postma in the shotgun. Telford to his right. Telford will take the hand from Postma. Behind the line of scrimmage, he'll cut it up into a 9-yard gain, but a flag coming in. That should be in the area of a hold, I believe.
Yeah, I think over on our left side, somebody had a little push in the back.
We'll wait and see what the officials' call is from the far side of the field. The flag fell at about the 13-yard line of Boyden Hull Rock Valley, so right about the line of scrimmage. And they are checking with the Nighthawk coaching staff. It will be a hold on Central Lyon George Little Rock, so the officials will mark it back to the 24-yard line, where the Lions will now have it first down and 20. Couple of tough penalties early on this drive with a couple of real nice runs by the Lions. First down and 20 now with the ball spotted on the 24-yard line of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. 9:12 left in the opening quarter. Clock is on the move. We are scoreless so far. Postma will line up in the shotgun with Telford directly behind him. Krull in motion left to right. Telford will take the hand up the middle, leap through traffic, and carry inside the 10. Drag some defenders down to the 10-yard line. Wow.
That was great. It looked like he might have had a 3 or 4 yard gain, and he turned it into a solid play.
All the way down to the 10-yard line, and a second down and about 6 now for the Lions.
Cole was running with some power there. I think he had 2 or 3 guys a hold of him, and he still got another 3 or 4 yards.
14-yard gain for Telford on the play. 2nd and 6 for the Lions with the ball on the 10-yard line of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. Twin receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right. Postma from the shotgun with Krull in motion left to right. The hand will go to Telford over the right side. Telford breaks it down into the 5, down to the 4-yard line, and the Lions should be close to a first down right there, depending on the spot.
That was a good tackle. I think number 6, Casey Pick, got a hold of him and brought him down.
Will be a first down for the Lions. First and goal from the Boyden Hull Rock Valley 4-yard line. 8:05 left to play in the opening quarters. Scoreless so far here tonight, but the Lions are knocking on the door on their opening offensive possession of the night. Play clock at 14, and the Lions still huddled up here. Looking to relay in that play from the sidelines. And the huddle breaks with 10 seconds left. Now 5 on the play clock. Postma from the shotgun. Calls it out, takes a snap, the hand to Telford, up the middle, cuts it out to the left side. He's going to be hitting the backfield, drop for a loss, back at the 7-yard line.
I think they blitzed in the correct hole and got through the left side of our offensive line and caught him in the backfield.
3-yard loss for the Lions on the play. Second down and goal coming up for Central Lyon George Little Rock with the ball on the 7 of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. 7:20 left to play in the opening quarter. Scoreless so far here tonight. Central Lyon George Little Rock looking to draw first blood as the Lions will line up with twin receivers right, a single to the left. Telford taking the hand on the jet sweep right side, cuts it up the middle and into the end zone for the Lion touchdown.
That was a nice run. Quarterback carried out his fake very well, and he just kind of waited for his blockers. That was smooth.
7:02 left to play in the opening quarter. Lions are on the board first tonight. A 7-yard run from Cole Telford, who's shown some good stuff early on here tonight. About 5 minutes into this ball game, a 6-0 lead for the Lions. Extra point attempt coming up from Carter Krull. As Dylan Van Berkom will provide the hold, Josh Reeby with the snap. The snap is good, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the extra point is wide to the left, no good. 7:02 left to play in the opening quarter. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Boyden Hull Rock Valley 6-0. This is Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Back at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids, 7:02 left to play in the opening quarter. A 6-0 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock. Cole Telford finding pay dirt from 7 yards out gives the Lions the early lead here tonight. Nice opening offensive possession for the Lions, or at least that's what you want to do. Certainly the penalties weren't nice, though, Chris.
No, you hate to see penalties, but, it's early in the game, and sometimes kids are just a little overambitious. But I liked what I saw, some really powerful running and some good blocking up front. And, we overcame those penalties and put it in the end zone, so that's what matters.
Lions getting nice and physical on that first possession offensively and defensively. Nighthawks will have a return here on the ensuing kickoff, fielded at the 5 and out to the right side. The fumble on the play. They're going to say he was down as Will Nagel came and dropped the return man for Boyden All Rock Valley, and that was big Josh Hytrader on the return.
It was a nice tackle. He was Will was the first kid down there, and he wrapped up and took him down. The ball came out. It's too bad we weren't able to recover a fumble there, but they said that was on the ground.
Ball spotted on the 14-yard line of the Nighthawks, so Boyden All Rock Valley starting in their own territory with 6:54 left in the opening quarter. Boyden All Rock Valley was able to get one first down on the opening offensive possession, and then Lions held strong after that. We'll see how the Nighthawks come out the second time around. Mosier will line up in the shotgun once again. Noble will stand to his right. A split receiver to each side and a double-stacked wing off to the left side as Mosier takes a snap, hands to Noble, bounces it outside, and carries to about the 17-yard line, be a 3-yard pickup on first down.
Another nice tackle by Will Nagel. He got right up there and took him down.
First down and 10, or second down and 7, rather, for Boyden All Rock Valley. The ball spotted on their own 17. Mosier from the shotgun, twin receivers left, a single to the right, and up back standing to his left as Mosier takes a snap. Early movement here as flags will fly from the sidelines, and it looks to be a
procedure penalty, right?
Yep, procedure penalty against Boyden All Rock Valley. Officials will mark it back to the 12-yard line, and that will set up a second down and about 13 coming up for the Nighthawks.
Well, we've got them deep in their own territory. Let's keep them that way.
Boyden All Rock Valley from their own 12. Mosier in the shotgun. Noble standing to his right. As Mosier takes a snap, looking right, pump fake, now deep down the right sideline. Has a man, but just overshot him, incomplete. And the intended receiver was Cody Noble coming out of the backfield.
Cole Telford was with him step for step, and the ball was just a little bit overthrown.
6:09 left to play in the opening quarter. Clock will stop. A 6-0 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock early here tonight. 7-yard touchdown run from Cole Telford. The point after from Carter Krull was wide to the left. Third down and 13 for the Nighthawks from their own 12. Mosier back to pass, looking on the right side of the field. Catch is made by Hytrader at the 26, right at the first down marker. They'll mark his knee right about the 25. And it should be enough yet for a first down.
Yep, looks like they're moving the sticks. That was a well-thrown ball, and Hytrader can really get up in the air.
Real nice route run by Hytrader as well. He found the first down stick right on it. So first down and 10 for the Nighthawks. Mosier from the shotgun takes the snap, looks over the middle. He has a man initially hit and breaking off of the contact is Alex Godfriedson, the receiver for Boyden All Rock Valley, all the way out to the 44-yard line.
Shoot, yeah, I thought we had him as soon as he caught the ball, but he broke that first tackle and ended up picking up another 10 yards.
So the Nighthawks move the chains once again. First down and 10 from their own 44. Mosier from the shotgun, trip receivers right, a single to the left as Mosier takes a snap. Quick pass over the middle, tipped and incomplete. Nearly intercepted on the tip drill, but will take an incompletion. Tanner Teslaw, the intended receiver. Second down and 10 coming up for the Nighthawks.
Cole Hoogenhorn's slapping his hands. He was thinking maybe he had that pick, but it just got through his gloves.
Second down and 10 for the Nighthawks. Ball spotted on their own 44, 5:26 left to play in the opening quarter. Lions lead at 6-0. Mosier with a backfield pass to Hytrader at the line of scrimmage, and the Lions are able to snuff that out pretty quickly as Cooper Spees comes up to make the play, and will go for only about a 4-yard gain.
Well, Boyden All Rock Valley does a good job of blocking on the outside for those little pass plays. They've got some good good exterior blocking there.
3rd down and 6 for the Nighthawks from their own 44. Mosier takes a snap, rolls out right side. Looks like he's going to tuck it and run it. Mosier cuts up just across the 50, but the Lions bring him down at the 49. About 3 yards shy of the first down. We'll see what the Nighthawks elect to do here.
Yeah, 3 yards right at midfield. I would think they'd be punting.
4th down and about 3 for Boyden Hall Rock Valley. The ball spotted at the 49 of CLGLR.
They're going to go for it.
They'll line up to go for it, but keep in mind Mosier is the quarterback, is the punter for the Nighthawks. He's going to try to draw the Lions off sides first. They still have plenty of time on the play clock, about 15 seconds left yet. Mosier will go into a deep shot back at the 43, and it looks like he is going to punt it away.
Punt the ball.
Mosier punts it angling out of bounds. Actually takes a hop back inbounds inside the 10-yard line. Right about the 10 is where the Nighthawks down it. So the Lions will have about 90 yards in front of them with 4:06 left in the opening quarter, leading 6-0, and a opportunity to add to that lead here.
You bet. We got a lot of green field in front of us, but hopefully we can make some plays like we did on that last drive.
1st down and 10 for the Lion offense. They will put the ball right on the 10-yard line. And if that offensive line, boy, if they keep up that physical play, this could be a good night for the rushing game.
Could be a fun night and a lot of yards offense, right?
1st down and at 10 for the Lions offensively. Coming out for the second crack at it here tonight. The first offensive possession resulting in a 7-yard touchdown run by Cole Telford. Number of long runs on that possession by the Lions.
I imagine Rock Valley's made some adjustments.
Postma from the shotgun gives it to Telford, and he's open in the field again across the 20 to the 22. 11 yards and a 1st down on 1st down.
We'll take that all night long.
1st down and 10 for the Lions. Ball spotted on their own 22-yard line as they move the chains. 3:55 left in the opening quarter. Clock is on the move as well. You got to think that's what the Lions were hoping to get here tonight.
I think so too. If you can establish the running game and keep the clock going, that always works well in football.
Yeah, that's classic Lion football. That is the classic recipe. 1st down and 10 with the ball spotted on the 22. Postma from the shotgun has twin receivers to the right, twins to the left. Krull in motion left to right, and Postma will fake the hand to Krull, keeping himself on the quarterback keep right up the middle to the 29 for a gain of 7.
That's a great 1st down play, 7 yards, and once again the offensive line is really doing a nice job of opening things up inside.
2nd down and 3, a long 3, short 4, whatever your preference for the Lions here. Just shy of their own 29-yard line. Second offensive possession of the night, and the offensive line has been the star of the evening so far. Postma from the shotgun, Krull in motion. The hand will go up the middle to Telford, and he'll be hit at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. They will give him forward progress, up to the 30, so a 3rd down and right around 3 yards to go for the Lions.
Cole seems to have really good vision inside there. He's making some terrific cuts. Unfortunately, on that play, there's 2 guys waiting for him.
3rd down and about 3 for the Lions. 2:29 left to play in the opening quarter. A 6-0 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Boyden Hall Rock Valley. Postma will line up in the shotgun. Twin receivers left, a single to the right as Postma takes a snap and fakes the hand to Telford, keeps it himself, dives to about the 32. Going to be probably about half a yard shy of the 1st down. This is going to depend on the spot.
That spot, I'm afraid we're going to be short.
Officials will call time for measurement. It looks like they are going to bring the chain gang out with 2:10 left in the opening quarter. A 6-0 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock early in this one here tonight. The ball is spotted right on the 32 as the chain gang comes out to stretch out the chains. Looks like the Lions probably be about half a yard shy here. We'll wait and see when they stretch out the chains. And 1st down.
Wow. There's a break.
Just by the nose of the ball. The Lions are able to move the chains and move the clock once again.
Great. Maybe we can keep this drive going.
1st down and 10 for the Lions with the ball right on their own 32-yard line. 2:10 left in the opening quarter, and the drive stays alive. A 6-0 lead for CLGLR. The Lions started this possession on their own 10 and picked up a couple of first downs since that time.
It's kind of feast or famine. We get some big plays and then not so much.
First down and 10 for the Lions from their own 32. Crawl in motion right to left. Postma going to pass over the middle to Cooper Spees. A little too high. Had Spees at the 46 of Boyden Hull Rock Valley, but just sailed the pass a little too high.
Cooper was able to get one hand on it, but yeah, just a little bit out of reach. He was open. It was a nice pass route he ran there.
Second down and 10 coming up for the Lions from their own 32. Clock will stop with 1:42 left to play in the opening quarter. 6-0, Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Boyden Hull Rock Valley here tonight. A 7-yard touchdown run from Cole Telford. On 2nd and 10, Postma from the shotgun. Twin receivers left, a single to the right. Crawl in motion right to left, and the snap hits the motion man, Carter Crawl. It looks like the Lions had pounced back on it at the 28-yard line, but it will be a loss of 4 on the play.
You have to time that so perfectly, and Carter was just making his cut, and the ball, I think, hit him right in the shoulder pad.
Looking at a third down and about 14 coming up for the Lions here. With the ball on their own 28-yard line, 1:16 left to play in the opening quarter. 6-0, CLGLR with the lead over Boyden Hull Rock Valley, and looking to draw up a 14-yard play here on third down from their own 28. Postma from the shotgun takes a snap, drops back, passes out in the right, flat to Kalen Meyer, who had a whole bunch of open field in front of him, but just the pass once again a little too high.
Yep, just a little too much mustard on the hot dog there, Jay.
Fourth down and 14. Lions going to be forced to punt from their own 28-yard line on this second offensive possession of the night with 57 seconds left in the opening quarter. As Van Berkom will line up on his own 16, gets a good snap, gets off a nice high punt, end over end. It will take a hop at the 42 of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. Noble fields it and carries out to cross the 45 before being knocked out of bounds just shy of midfield. So real good starting field position for the Nighthawks here on their third offensive possession of the night.
Yeah, they've kind of had the field position advantage here the last few minutes. Be nice if we could turn that around.
Yeah, ball will be spotted on the Nighthawk 48, it looks like, is where the officials will place it. First down and 10 for Boyden Hull Rock Valley. As Mosier, it's the Nighthawk offense into formation. Twin receivers out wide to each side with a wingback to the left. Empty backfield. As a man will come across in motion right to left, that is Noble. Mosier, well, everybody went except for the center. So that's going to be a false start on Boyden Hull Rock Valley.
Well, that should help. Bring up 1st and 15.
Just about everybody moved except for the center on that play for the Nighthawks. So a 1st and 15, as you mentioned, Chris, from their own 43 with 45 seconds left in the opening quarter. Mosier looks into the sidelines. Looks like they'll swap out players here at the wideout position. Twin receivers out wide to each side with an up back standing to the left of Mosier on 1st and 15. That is Noble. Mosier takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks over the middle, has a man wide open. That's Godfriedson into Lion territory and dragged down by the shirt tail at the 36-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Rock. But there is a flag in the backfield. It's going to be a holding against Boyden Hull Rock Valley.
That's a big break for Central Lyon. We kind of had blown coverage there, and we're lucky that Godfriedson didn't run for more yards than what he did.
Well, the Nighthawks going to shoot themselves in the foot this time around here on this possession. Following a 5-yard false start, now they're going to get a hold marked back at their 38 already is where they'll walk it off from. Actually going to walk it off from the 39, it looks like, but back to the 29-yard line, and now a 1st down and forever for the Nighthawks from their own 29 with 36 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Hopefully our defense has it back there. We can keep them there, and maybe we can improve our field position this next drive.
Mosier in the shotgun with twin receivers to the right as Mosier takes a snap, lofts one on the left side for Hightrader, who makes the catch diving. No, they're going to say incomplete. It hit the ground at the 36-yard line. So 2nd down and long coming up for the Nighthawks.
That was a nice, good break for us there. He was pretty well open on the side, but dropped the ball.
2nd down and about 25 for Boyden Hull Rock Valley with the ball spotted on their own 29-yard line. 27 seconds left in the opening quarter. 6-0 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock. Mosier will line up in the shotgun. Twin receivers wide to each side. An empty backfield. Make it trips to the left as Mosier takes a snap, drops back under pressure. Hit as he throws, and the Lions got a pick. Will Nagel comes up with it at the 35-yard line. Takes it to the sideline. He's going to be brought out of bounds at the 26-yard line of Boyden Hall Rock Valley. And the Lion defense comes up with a turnover.
I think, was it Jackson Jager got right in the quarterback's face, hit him as he was throwing the ball, and when that happens, the ball comes up a little short, and we were able to take advantage of it.
Well, the Lions controlling the game physically up front so far here tonight. First down and 10 from the 27-yard line of Boyden Hall Rock Valley. You got to cash in on this one.
Yeah, let's take advantage of this short field that we have here. Our defensive line did a great job there. That was a nice pressure they were putting on the quarterback.
17 seconds left in the opening quarter. Postma will take the snap, hand to Telford up the middle. Telford will carry to about the 15-yard line for a tough couple of yards, and that should be the final play of the quarter, I would imagine.
Yeah, 5 seconds and counting. Looks like we'll swap field.
Clock will run down to zeros, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of one quarter of play tonight, Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Boyden Hall Rock Valley 6-0. This is Lion Football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Yeah, hard work looks easy when everything you touch turns gold. I was made for this. I was made for this. I was made for this. Last time the feeling was amazing. Jackpot is mine. I was made for this. Catch all those that I'm making. I was made for this.
Back at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids, 12 minutes up on the board for quarter number 2. A 6-0 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Boyden Hall Rock Valley. Lions looking at a 2nd down and 8 from the Nighthawk 15-yard line following the Will Nagel interception. And Chris, an opportunity to keep this momentum going, start off the second quarter the same way you started off the game with a nice score for the Lions and a chance to keep the foot on the throat, so to speak.
Oh, for sure, Jay. Short field, it'd be wonderful to take advantage of it here and put another 6 or 7 on the board.
2nd down and 8 from the 15-yard line of Boyden Hall Rock Valley. 12 minutes up on the board for quarter number 2. A 6-0 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock, and the Lions looking to add to it. Postma will line them up in the shotgun. Receiver to each side. Kroll in motion left to right. The hand will go to Telford on the sweep over the left side. Telford with open air in front of him, and he will dive for the end zone. I think he's going to be just shy. Yep.
Maybe the 1 or 2 yard line. He was just about in there. That was a wonderful run he had there.
Ball was spotted at the 1 yard line of Boyden Hall Rock Valley, and the Lions will have a first down and a yard to go from the Boyden Hall Rock Valley 1.
A little bit of a misdirection play. They had Carter running to the right and then reversed it, and Cole running to the left with the ball, and I think we caught him off guard a little bit there.
Lions will line up in the power I formation with Postma under center. Postma takes a snap, the hand to Dalton Cordles up the middle into the end zone for the Lion touchdown. Dalton Cordles from 1 yard out, and with 11:31 left to play in the first half, the Lions increase their lead to 12-0.
I like that play call, Jay. Just the fullback dive when you're 1-2 yards out of the end zone. I think that is the best, safest play you can run.
Yep, get the beast like Cordles behind those big offensive linemen and just push them forward for a yard.
You bet.
1 yard touchdown run by Cordles. The point after attempt looks like the Lions are going to kick with Carter Krull here and make this a 13-0 game with a good extra point. Snap is a little low. The hold is down. The kick is up. And the extra point is good. 11:31 left to play in the first half. 13-0. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading at Boyden Hull Rock Valley. This is Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Back at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids, 11:31 left to play in the first half. A 13-0 lead. Central Lyon George Little Rock, latest Lion score, a 1-yard touchdown run from junior fullback Dalton Cordles has extended the lead to 2 possessions for the Lions. Lion defense, they bent a little here on these Boyden Hull Rock Valley possessions, but certainly has not given up a big play just yet.
No, they've given up a couple of pass plays, but they've stopped the run very well, and they put a lot of pressure on the Rock Valley quarterback, and that usually means success.
And it is a flashback to classic games between the Lions and the Nighthawks, where the line of scrimmage right now is where it's decided, and the Lions have been controlling it. High Trader on the run back, a real nice run back across the 25 out to about the 28-yard line. And Boyden Hull Rock Valley, another good starting field spot for the Nighthawks here.
That was well blocked by Rock Valley on their kick receiving team. Really nobody was able to touch him until he crossed the 25.
First down and 10 for Boyden Hull Rock Valley with the ball spotted on their own 29 as the Nighthawks come out for offensive possession at number 4. Mosier will line up in the shotgun formation. Twin receivers wide to each side. A wingback will line up to the right, and an empty backfield for Mosier, at least pre-snap. Noble will come across in motion, take the hand from Mosier across the 30 to about the 33, and a 4-yard pickup on first down.
Central Lyon did a good job there, kind of sniffing that play out, but it was well blocked up front.
Second down and 6 for Boyden Hull Rock Valley with the ball spotted on their own 32. Mosier from the shotgun, twin receivers right. A single to the left as Mosier drops back to pass, looks in the flat right side and just buries that one into the ground. Did have his receiver, Cody Mosier, ran a nice route, but Keaton Mosier just, for whatever reason, didn't have the grip on the ball.
Ball didn't come out of his hand well or something there. You're right, Jay. He just kind of drilled it right into the ground.
Third down and about 6 for the Nighthawks with the ball just across their own 32. Mosier from the shotgun, Noble in motion left to right. Mosier throws over the middle and behind the intended receiver, but still coming up with it is High Trader, who makes the catch at the 42. Lions are saying incomplete, but the official says it was a catch.
Yeah, that side judge said that he caught it. If he did, that was a great catch because that ball was quite a ways behind him. He really had to turn around just to get a hand on it.
So a clutch catch from High Trader moves the chains for the Nighthawks. First down and 10, Boyden Hull Rock Valley from their own 42. Mosier will line up in the shotgun, receiver to each side. Noble in motion left to right. The hand will go up the middle. That was Noble on the carry up the middle across the 50 into Lion territory, and the pile moves forward to about the 47-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Rock. So now the Nighthawks getting a little bit of push.
They are getting a push. Their offensive line is getting off the ball a little better now, and we're going to have to do something to slow that down.
10:24 left in the first half. Clock is running. The Lions lead it 13-0. Mosier from the shotgun, twin receivers right. Noble comes out of the backfield in motion. Mosier will pass left side and nicely broken up. I believe that was Cooper Spees on the pass breakup once again.
Yeah, just textbook, got that hand in front and batted the ball down without interfering with the receiver. That's just really textbook defensive secondary play.
Second down and 10 for the Nighthawks with the ball spotted on the 47 of Central Lyon George Little Rock. Mosier from the shotgun takes a snap. The hand to Noble on the sweep over the right side. Noble will cut it back up the middle, has some room to operate, and he'll carry all the way down to the 35-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Rock.
Lions were jumping in there like possibly the ball came out, but it doesn't look like that's the case.
First down and 10 for the Nighthawks with the ball spotted on the CLGLR 35. So the Nighthawks moving the chains on an offensive possession here. Mosier on first down, takes the snap, drops back to pass, lets one go down the left sideline, has a man, but again, Cooper Spies breaks it up. Wide receiver was behind him and behind him by a few steps, but Spies just got the paw up there and knocked it down.
He knew where the ball was, and that's what mattered. He was able to get a hand on it. It looked like he might have been burned there, but once again, terrific secondary coverage.
Second down and 10 coming up for the Nighthawks with the ball spotted on the 35-yard line, and now a full-blown line shift going on for the Nighthawks here from the sidelines on second and 10 with 9:50 left in the first half. Mosier from the shotgun, Noble to his left, twin receivers left as Mosier takes a snap, looking over the middle, nobody home, he'll tuck it, he'll run with it, and Mosier carries, bowling over the Lion defense for a first down to the 24-yard line of CLGLR.
That was just a smart play on Mosier's part. He saw nobody in front of him but green grass and tucked the ball and went.
First down and 10 for the Nighthawks. We have the ball on the 24-yard line of Central Lion George Little Rock. Mosier from the shotgun, Noble to his left. Split receiver out wide to each side as Mosier will hand to Noble up the middle. Sidesteps a defender and cuts it up to about the 22-yard line for a 2-yard pickup.
Lion defense is doing a pretty fair job of stopping the run inside. It's just we have to shore up that outside game and that passing game a little bit.
Second down and 8 for Boyden Hull Rock Valley. 9:10 left to play in the first half. Clock is on the move. A 13-0 lead for Central Lion George Little Rock. Second and 8 for the Nighthawks with the ball on the 22 of the Lions. Mosier from the shotgun calls it out, takes a snap, quick pass, right side, tipped and nearly intercepted. Boy, Cole Hugedorn.
Cole is one step away tonight.
The Cole man cannot catch a break here
No,
tonight. Tip drill was right in front of him again, just on the opposite side. Gottfriedson, the intended receiver, looked like he had a good route there. Just couldn't hang on to the pass.
The ball was just a little hot for him, but once it came off his hands, it was doing crazy stuff going end over end, and Cole just couldn't reel it in.
Third down and 8 coming up for the Nighthawks here with the ball on the 22 of Central Lion George Little Rock. Mosier from the shotgun, trip receivers right, a single to the left, and now Noble will leave the backfield in motion. Mosier takes a snap, drops back, looks right side, off the hands of Gottfriedson again at about the 8-yard line.
I gotta say, the ball's pretty well on the money. Maybe it's just coming in a little too hot. They just don't seem to be able to grab a hold of it.
Fourth down now and about 8 yards to go for the Nighthawks. You have to imagine it's 4-down territory for them.
Definitely 4-down territory, yes.
With 8:46 left in the first half and a 13-0 lead for the Lions. I don't know what the Nighthawks have for a kicking game as far as a field goal attempt, but it looks like they will go for it here.
Well, this will be a big defensive stop here.
Fourth down and 8, Mosier from the shotgun. He'll take the snap, drop back to pass, look left side, and Gottfriedson can't hang on to it.
Right through his hands again.
Actually, that was High Trader.
Yes.
Could have been offensive pass interference, too. He really pushed off of Cooper Spies, but
he did.
Either way, incomplete, and the Lions will force the turnover on downs, so the defense flexes once again, but they do not break, and Lion offense taking over first and 10 on their own 22.
That's tough when you get them down there in 4-down territory, but we held, so that was wonderful.
8:42 left to play in the first half, and the Lion offense back out on the field looking to do damage once again with a 13-0 lead. Postma will line them up in the shotgun formation. Twin receivers right, a single to the left, man in motion right to left. That is Krull. The hand will go to Telford up the middle, and Telford all he can do to about the 24-yard line, but the Nighthawks had that snuffed out pretty good.
They did. That was a tough 2 yards there, but we have to keep pounding it inside, I think, to establish what the other stuff we want to do.
Second down and 8 for the Lions. Offensively, it's been the Cole Telford show so far here tonight. The offensive line opening up some real good holes early in this ball game here tonight, and Telford taking advantage. Second down and 8 for the Lions. Twin receivers to each side. Postma in the shotgun. Telford comes behind him in motion. Postma pump fake to Telford. He'll go long down the field and had a man. Getting behind the coverage was Van Berkem. He just overshot him.
Yeah, Dylan was open going down the right side there, but just a couple yards out past his hands.
Third down and 8 for the Lions with the ball spotted on their own 22. Clock will stop with 7:56 left to play in the first half. A 13-0 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Boyden Hull Rock Valley here tonight in the District 1 opener for both teams here at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids. Both teams winless after their first 4 non-district games. Postma from the shotgun, everybody in tight. He'll drop straight back under pressure. Lets it go over the middle for Carter Kroll. Off of his hands, incomplete. And the Lions will be forced to just punt it away.
Looked a little bit like the same problem Rock Valley Boyden Hull had. That ball just a little bit too slippery for those receivers.
7:51 left to play in the first half, and the punt team will come on for the Lions here. A 13-0 advantage for CLGLR as Van Berkom will camp out on a zone 12. It's a good snap, gets a nice high punt. Catch will be made at the 45, dropped and then picked up again by Noble into Lion territory to about the 47 of CLGLR. And again, the Nighthawks with great starting field position.
Yeah, that's unfortunately the ball was on the ground, but no Lions were close enough yet to get on top of it. But yeah, once again, they're starting at about midfield.
First down and 10, Boyden Hull Rock Valley on the Central Lyon George Little Rock 47-yard line with 7:38 left to play in the first half. A 13-0 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock. Split receiver to each side as Mosier will line up in the shotgun. Man in motion left to right. Mosier will hand to Noble up the middle, and Noble will carry to about the 44 for 3 yards on the play.
That was pretty well defended there. Our linebackers are doing a good job of getting some penetration on defense.
Second down and 7 coming up for the Nighthawks from the 44 of Central Lyon George Little Rock. Twin receivers to the right, a single receiver left. Make that trips to the right now as Mosier will line up from the shotgun. The fake hand to Noble, pass over the middle, catch is made at the 41-yard line, and then a nice little pop pass to the tight end over the middle. I believe that was Dylan Meller on the catch.
Yeah, he threw that into some tight little spot there, but it was well thrown and wasn't much we could do about it.
Goes for a couple yards, so a 3rd down and 5 for the Nighthawks from the 42 of Central Lyon George Little Rock. Mosier from the shotgun once again. Trip receivers left, a single to the right. Noble will go in motion out of the backfield to the left as the pass is airmailed over the head of the intended receiver, Cody Mosier, on the play. And a 4th and 5 coming up for Boyden Hull Rock Valley.
I don't know. You think they'll punt here, Jay?
They are bringing on special personnel, so it looks like, if anything, they will line up to punt. We'll see what they elect to do here. 4th down and 5 coming up for the Nighthawks. Ball spotted on the 42 of Central Lyon George Little Rock with 6:36 left in the first half. 13-0 lead for the Lions. And if it is a punt, the Nighthawks taking their time in the huddle here.
They really are.
Looks like they are 1 player short, so they're going to be forced to call a timeout. So head coach Corey Brandt will call a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 6:36 left to play in the first half. 13-0. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Boyden Hull Rock Valley. This is Lion Football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Are you where you need to be on your financial planning process? Whether it's planning for retirement, investment, or risk management, trust our team at Frontier Bank Wealth Management to start you on the path to financial success. We guarantee exceptional customer service and value your time. We hold ourselves to the highest fiduciary standard in the industry and serve your interests, not our own. Whether you're just starting your financial plan or want help in maintaining it, let Frontier Bank help you plan your future.
Back at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids, along with Chris Bixman, I'm Jay Kelly. It is 6:36 left to play in the first half. A 13-0 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock. 4th down and 5 for Boyden Hull Rock Valley from the Lyon 42-yard line. And the Nighthawks will line up to punt, but following a timeout here, you might want to keep an eye out for any trick plays. Punter is lined up back on his own 46 as the snap is good, and it looks like it will be a punt. Nice high spiraling punt. Carter Krull says get away from it, and the Nighthawks will down it inside the 10 at the 8-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Rock.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised, Jay, with their quarterback being able to punt too, that they didn't maybe keep him back there with that pooch punt again and keep our defense guessing.
First down and 10 for the Lion offense once again. 6:25 left to play in the first half. A 13-0 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock. 7-yard touchdown run from Cole Telford in the first quarter. A 1-yard touchdown run from Dalton Cordles in the second quarter. The two scores for the Lions here tonight. First down and 10 for the Lions from their own 8 as Postma will line up in the shotgun. Crawl in motion from left to right. Postma takes the snap, and the hand goes to Crawl on the sweep over the right side. Flag on the play as Crawl leaps over a defender and has the first down on the carry, but the flag back in the area of a hold.
Yeah, that's usually bad news for the offense when the flag comes out back there. Unfortunately, that was a nice run by Telford.
Well, officials congregating at about the 15-yard line here. And we'll wait for the official signal. Oh, they're going to pick up the flag, it looks like.
Oh, that's a break.
Well, we'll see what the official has for an explanation here. Oh, it is a holding on the Lions, so there may have been a second flag over on the sidelines that they picked up following the hold.
That's exactly what happened. It looks like they picked up one of them, but not both of them.
So the ball will be spotted back at about the 3-yard line of the Lions. So they'll be from the shadow of their own goalpost here with 6:16 left in the first half. And a 13-0 lead, really, you just can't afford to make a mistake here. You just, if you have to eat it, punt it away. But
dangerous territory here, exactly. We've had a lot of momentum and a really good first half here. I just have to kind of protect what we have and play it safe. Don't
want to get too cute and risk giving them some momentum. Postma from the shotgun, Crawl in motion. Postma takes a snap. The hand up the middle to Cole Telford, who has a seam. And Cole Telford's going to take it to the house. 97 yards when it's all said and done. Number 5 is in the end zone. And probably knocking on the door for 100 yards. Well, over 100 yards. Probably knocking on the door at 150 tonight.
Boy, I don't know what happened there. He got through that line of scrimmage, and he was gone. You're not going to catch that kid unless he trips.
6:01 left to play in the first half. Now a 19-0 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock as Cole Telford screams 97 yards down the field, and the Lions are on the board once again.
I got to give some credit to that offensive line. Plays like that don't happen unless it's blocked well up front.
Yep, there was a seam, and there was a big pile, and then little old Telford just came blasting right through it and untouched.
He had a lot of momentum.
The extra point attempt coming up from Carter Krull. A snap from Reeby and the hold from Van Burkum. Snap is good, hold is down, the kick is up, and the extra point is good. 6:01 left to play in the first half, 20-0. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Boyden Hull Rock Valley. This is Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Farmers, it's harvest time, and let's face it, things are quite different this year. Are you worried that your yields are down, but your production costs will keep rising? Let DeNoble & Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, relieve some of your stress by working with you to minimize your taxes and maximize your return. Call DeNoble & Company today for more information on end-of-the-year tax planning. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
Back at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids, along with Chris Bixman, I'm Jay Kelly. 6:01 left to play in the first half. A 20-0 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Boyden Hull Rock Valley in the District 1 opener here tonight. Cole Telford going 97 yards for a touchdown run, his second score of the night. And Cole is having himself a night here, Chris.
He's having a great night. I wasn't expecting that. When you're on your own 3-yard line, we just get done talking about playing it safe, and away we go.
Right up the middle through the A-gap, and the Lions are on the board again. Carter Krull on the ensuing kickoff will be fielded at the 10 by High Trader to the 15 to the 20, breaks it out to the sideline at about the 23 before being knocked down. And Boyden Hull Rock Valley 1st and 10 from their own 23. This might be their worst starting field position of the night.
I think it is, Jay. They've had pretty good success on kick return, and that's about as deep as we've pinned them yet.
Well, the Lion defense, you certainly want to keep the momentum on your side here with 5:54 left to play in the first half and a 20-0 advantage You don't even want to give him a sniff at this point.
No, nope. Let's keep our foot on the gas here and see if we can't get a 3 and out.
First and 10 for the Nighthawks. A bad snap on the play. It's going to be covered up back at the 9-yard line by the quarterback, and I believe Casey Pick is in at the quarterback position on this drive. Either that or I misread the number.
No, I think you're right. That is and I think he wasn't really looking for the snap yet, and it went right past his shoulder pad.
So it looks like Pick in at the quarterback position and up back standing to his left as we'll take the snap, dropping back to pass, rolling out right side under pressure over the middle. Nice catch by Hightrader at the 20 to the 30, 35, 40, and knocked out of bounds at about the 44-yard line of Boyden Hull Rock Valley.
Will Nagel got over there and got him pushed out of bounds. That was about all we could do at that point. We're lucky we didn't give up a bigger play.
That was a great catch by Hightrader. First down and at 10 for the Nighthawks, and it's actually Tanner Teslaw in at quarterback for Boyden Hull Rock Valley here on first and 10. Teslaw from the shotgun rolls out to the left side, looking to pass downfield, and Teslaw will air it out. Has a man, Godfriedson, who makes the catch. Carter Krull gets him from behind at the 5-yard line, and the Nighthawks quickly moving down the field.
Oh, he put that ball right on the money. He has a nice touch.
A 20-0 lead for Boyden Hull Rock, or for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Boyden Hull Rock Valley with 5:06 left to play in the first half here. Clock will start again as Teslaw in at quarterback for the Nighthawks now. Takes a snap, the hand to Noble up the middle, and Noble will carry to about the 2-yard line. Maybe give him the 1 with forward progress, and it will be second and goal.
Yeah, he fell forward there for that extra yard, Jay.
Second down and goal for Boyden Hull Rock Valley. The ball spotted on the Central Lyon George Little Rock 1-yard line. 4:40 left to play in the first half. Clock is on the move. A 20-0 lead for the Lions over the Nighthawks. Teslaw in at quarterback. Takes the snap. Quarterback keep over the left side. Slips and falls in the backfield. And it looks like a loss of 1 to about the 2-yard line.
Yep, just lost his footing there as soon as he had the ball. Otherwise, I think he might have had some running room, so that was fortunate for us.
Third down and about 2 coming up here for the Nighthawks, with the ball spotted on the 2-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Rock. Teslaw from the shotgun formation takes a snap. Sweep play over the right side. Had it in the backfield, but he broke through the tackle. Made it to the end zone. Eric Salazar on the carry for Boyden Hull Rock Valley. And that is the first score of the night for the Nighthawks with 3:56 left here in the opening half.
Thought Dylan Winkle might have got a hold of him in the backfield, but he just missed his outstretched hands.
2-yard touchdown run by Salazar gets the Nighthawks on the board now, a 20-6 ball game. And the point after attempt coming up with a swinging gate in from the left side. Looks like Salazar will do the kicking, and the hold will be provided by Teslaw. You see Keaton Mosier over there at the end of the sidelines for Boyden Hull Rock Valley standing with a trainer.
Okay.
Snap is low, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the extra point is good. Great job by Teslaw on the hold there. 3:56 left to play in the first half, 20-7. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Boyden Hull Rock Valley. This is Lion Football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Back at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids, 3:56 left to play in the first half. A 20-7 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Boyden Hull Rock Valley. Nighthawks just getting on the board for their first score of the night. Eric Salazar on a 2-yard touchdown run. Cashed in a drive led by sophomore quarterback Tanner Teslaw, that time by for Boyden Hull Rock Valley. Don't know if Keaton Mosier's injured or if we're witnessing a change of the guard in front of us here. Mosier was over on the sideline standing with someone. We presume that to be a trainer.
Yeah, Teslaw put a couple of balls right on the money there, and about 4 minutes left in this half. Hopefully Central Lyon can sustain a drive.
Yeah, get the momentum back. Salazar with a real short kick. The return will start from the 26 for Meyer up to about the 35-yard line. So the Lions will have very good starting field position for this possession, and really got to get that momentum back heading into the half here.
We do, and this is a short field for what we've had so far tonight, so let's take advantage of it. Meyer did a nice job of just securing the ball and getting as many yards as he could get there.
First down and 10 for the Lions with the ball spotted on their own 35. 3:51 left to play in the first half. A 20-7 advantage for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Boyden Hull Rock Valley. The Lions raced out to a 20-0 lead. Now the Nighthawks have answered. Postma in the shotgun, twin receivers left, a single to the right. As Postma takes a snap, the hand goes to Telford, busts it outside, tries to get to the sideline. Nothing really doing there, no blocking, and he'll be brought down at the 35 right about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he kind of got the first guy to miss, but it took too long, and the second one got him. There was just too much defense on that play.
Second down and 10 for the Lions with the ball spotted on their own 35. Cole Telford with 2 touchdown runs here tonight, totaling 104 yards in touchdown runs alone for Telford tonight. Dalton Cordles with a 1-yard touchdown run, the score for the Lions tonight. Second and 10, Postma will hand to Telford right side. Another nice hole, and he'll skip through to about the 41-yard line. Pickup of 6 on the play.
Once again, the offensive line did a nice job. He's getting through that hole with a lot of momentum, and that makes for some good offense.
Third down and a long 3 or a short 4 coming up for the Lions here. It looks like they do need to get right to the 45, so we'll call it 4 yards to go with the ball spotted on their own 41 with 2:45 left in the first half. Clock is on the move. Twin receivers left, a single to the right, and now it looks like we're going to have Corey Brandt of Boyden Hull Rock Valley calling a timeout. 2:39 left to play in the first half. 20-7, Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Boyden Hull Rock Valley. From Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids, this is Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Back at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids, 2:39 left to play in the first half. 20-7, Central Lyon George Little Rock with the lead on Boyden Hull Rock Valley. The Lions jumping out to a 20-0 lead tonight, and then the Nighthawks just answering on a nice drive led by sophomore quarterback Tanner Tesla, coming in place of senior Keaton Mosier. And cap that off with a 2-yard touchdown run from Eric Salazar. Now a 3rd and 4 for the Lions from their own 41 after the timeout. Postma will hand to Telford. Telford brought down in the backfield. Looks like we may have gone to the well a few too many times here.
Yeah.
Boyden Hull Rock Valley might be focusing on number 5.
I think they're looking at number 5 pretty hard. Number 52, Cade Van Zee, big senior defensive lineman, just got in there and took Cole down before he had a chance to really get going. 4th
down punting situation for the Lions. Van Berkham from the 26 gets off a nice high spiraling punt. It'll take a hop at the 35 to about the 38-yard line, a backwards hop. And the Lions will down it at the 38 of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. The fans screaming that it might have hit a Nighthawk. I did not see that.
I think maybe they wanted a block in the back.
Okay.
That's what they're asking for there. No flag. I guess we're not going to get it.
Ball spotted on the 38 of Boyden Hull Rock Valley, and the Lion defense needs to clamp down here with 2:06 left in the first half, leading 20-7. Tesla in at quarterback again will take the snap, fake the hand to Noble, keeping himself on the quarterback, keep up the middle across the 45 to about the 46-yard line.
Tesla runs about as well as he passes. He's pretty smooth.
Only a sophomore, Tanner Tesla stands 6'4", 165 pounds. A 2nd down and 2 for the Nighthawks from their own 46. Tesla in the shotgun. Salazar in motion. Tesla dropping back to pass. Sets up the screen over to the left side, and the Lions had that read real well as the defensive line not fooled by that at all.
Not at all. It looks like the Lions were looking for that. Jarrett Meyer was over there trying to get a hand up on the ball. I don't think that play was going anywhere, even if they did catch it.
3rd down and 2 for Boyden Hull Rock Valley with the ball spotted on their own 46. 1:36 left in the first half. Lions lead by 13. Tesla in the shotgun, takes the snap, dropping back, pump fake, and deep ball down the left sideline. The catch is made in stride by Hightrader. He will take it to the house for the Boyden Hull Rock Valley score. And we got ourselves a ball game after the Lions raced out to a 20-0 lead. The score now 20-13 in favor of CLGLR. Hightrader with a 54-yard reception with 1:27 left to play here in the first half.
Once again, Tanner Tesla put that ball right on the money.
Real nice ball that he throws.
It is. It's a soft ball to catch.
Point after attempt coming up here from Salazar. Well, the Lions had jumped out to a 20-0 lead, and just like that, it could be a 6-point game after this point after attempt from Salazar. The snap is high, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the extra point is through. 1:27 left to play in the first half. 20-14. Central Lion George Little Rock leading Boyden Hull Rock Valley. This is Lion football on the Central Lion Broadcast Network.
Yeah, hard work looks easy when everything you touch turns gold. I was made for this. I was made for this. I was made for this. Last time the feeling was amazing. Jackpot smile, but I was made for this. Catch all those that I'm making. I was made for this.
Back at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids, 1:27 left to play in the first half. Now a 20-14 lead for Central Lion George Little Rock as the tide has shifted late in the first half here. Lions out to a 20-0 lead. Boyden Hull Rock Valley has come back to score a couple of quick touchdowns late in the first half here, and a chance to go into the locker room with that momentum and getting the ball to start things off in the second half as well.
Well, they definitely have the momentum right now. We need to kind of get to the locker room and get something figured out on defense, I'm afraid.
Salazar on the ensuing kickoff following the score here for the Nighthawks as Salazar gives the ball the boot, a high end-over-end kick. Looks like Kroll will let it hop once and then pick it up at the 15, hand it off to Telford. Telford will take it right side across the 20 to about the 21-yard line where the Lions will have it 1st and 10. Central Lion George Little Rock, couple timeouts to work with from their own 21 with 1:22 left to play in the first half, and a 6-point lead. We'll see what the Lions elect to do here.
It'd be great to sustain a drive for a minute, and you know, with Carter Kroll's leg, we don't have to make a whole lot of yards. We might be in field goal range.
1st down and 10 coming up for the Lions. They have a receiver split out wide to the left side already while the rest of the crew is in the huddle. Postma will break the huddle, and it looks like the Lions will line up mostly all in tight with Telford standing to the left of Postma in the shotgun. Kroll in motion as the misdirection goes to Telford over the right side. He'll carry to the 25-yard line or so for about 4 tough yards on the carry.
Those were tough yards. He got hit early, but managed to grind out a couple extra ones there.
2nd down and 6 for the Lions with the ball. Actually, they're going to give it to him at the 26-yard line, so it will be a 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Lions here with the ball on their own 26. Lions in no hurry in the huddle here with 50 seconds left in the first half and a 20-14 lead, despite the Nighthawks getting the ball to start things off in the second half. Postma from the shotgun will just hand to Telford up the middle, and Telford will carry to about the 27, maybe the 28. And with 30 seconds left here in the first half, the Lions look content to head to the locker room with the lead.
It's kind of looking that way. We're not doing too much to slow the clock down here.
3rd down and 4 with the ball spotted on their own 27-yard line. So Boyden Hull Rock Valley has managed to wrestle all the momentum away late in the first half here, and the Lions don't have to run a play if they don't want to, and it doesn't look like they want to here as they stay in the huddle with 5 seconds. They will head to the line of scrimmage with 2 seconds, and that is it. The clock will stop, and we have reached the half. At the end of the first half here tonight, a 20-14 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Boyden Hull Rock Valley. The Lions jumped out to a 20-0 lead. However, Boyden Hull Rock Valley scoring 2 touchdowns late in the first half has wrestled away all the momentum heading into the locker room at the half here tonight at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids. Stay tuned. We'll have the halftime show when we return from Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids. This is Lion Football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve healthcare that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Are you where you need to be on your financial planning process? Whether it's planning for retirement, investment, or risk management, trust our team at Frontier Bank Wealth Management to start you on the path to financial success. We guarantee exceptional customer service and value your time. We hold ourselves to the highest fiduciary standard in the industry and serve your interests, not our own. Whether you're just starting your financial plan or want help in maintaining it, let Frontier Bank help you plan your future.
Farmers, it's harvest time, and let's face it, things are quite different this year. Are you worried that your yields are down, but your production costs will keep rising? Let DeNoble & Company, PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, relieve some of your stress by working with you to minimize your taxes and maximize your return. Call DeNoble & Company today for more information on end-of-the-year tax planning. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
Back at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids at the half here tonight, a 20-14 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Boyden Hull Rock Valley. The District 1 opener tonight at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids. Both teams coming in with a 0-4 record into play here tonight. So certainly great to be in district play for both of these teams here after a rough non-district portion of the season to kick things off. As you can see on the camera, the Central Lyon Marching Lions out on the field entertaining the fans at half. And a first half that was largely dominated by the Lions took a turn in the final 4 minutes of the first half. Boyden Hull Rock Valley sophomore quarterback Tanner Tesla comes into the game and lights a fire under the Nighthawks. The Nighthawks rip off 14 points in the last 4 minutes of the first half. And really all the momentum here at the half as well, Chris. The Nighthawks really went into the half with all that momentum, and definitely they were the ones hollering and screaming heading off the field at the half here tonight.
They really did, Jay. You know, it looked like we were firmly in control of this game until, like you say, about the last 5 minutes of the half. Tanner Tesla throws a couple of really nice balls down the field, and boy, just like that, it's 14 points for the Nighthawks, and we're kind of feeling things slip a little bit. Hopefully we can get a good halftime speech from Coach Eben and come back out and start the second half like we did the first.
Central Lyon George Little Rock got things going about 5 minutes into the ball game. Cole Telford with a 7-yard touchdown run. Cole Telford has controlled this first half for a large part thanks to the offensive line of the Lions, who have been opening up some phenomenal holes for Telford. And Telford is a back quick enough and shifty enough that he doesn't need a huge hole to get through. If you can give him a seam, he can work with it.
He does, and it happens so fast, I think, as a defender. You know, if you're in that second line of defense, he's past you before you know what happened. So we just got to be able to get him into that defensive secondary, and good things will happen.
Cole Telford cashed in from 7 yards out. A rare missed extra point from Carter Krull, and the Lions did have the lead with 6-0. 6-0 with 7:02 left in the first quarter. That was the only score of the first quarter. Lions got on the board early in the second quarter. 29 seconds into the second quarter, Dalton Cordles finding the end zone from 1 yard out. The point after from Krull was good, and the Lions at that point with a 13-0 lead. More spectacular defense getting the Lions the ball back, and the Lions would score from their own 3-yard line. A 97-yard touchdown scamper from Cole Telford with the Lions pinned deep in the shadow of their own goal post with 6:01 left to play in the first half. The point after from Carter Krull was good. At that point, it's a 20-0 advantage for the Lions. And now you have turned your focus from winning the game to going for the kill shot in the first half.
Yeah, I guess you don't count your chickens too quick, Jay. The Boyden Hull has responded. Rock Valley has responded, and hopefully we can respond back.
Yeah, with 6 minutes left in the second quarter, the Lions had a 20-0 lead. However, 2 minutes later, Eric Salazar would find the end zone from 2 yards out for Boyden Hull Rock Valley. The point after was good. The Nighthawks held the Lions to a 3-and-out, and on the ensuing possession, a 56-yard touchdown pass from Tanner Tesla to Josh Hightrader. The point after was good. 20-14, that's where we are at the half here tonight, and certainly the Lions need to make some adjustments on the deep ball for sure on the passing game, but on the line up front, it looks like the Lions still have the dominant edge up front as far as physicality goes.
They've been doing a great job up front. If we can get a little bit of pressure on the quarterback, on Tesla, that always bodes good for defense, but hopefully some adjustments in the defensive secondary. We've been beat on a couple of deep balls. Other than that, the defense has played terrific.
Yeah, Cooper Spees has had a number of pass breakups. Cole Hugedorn on the tip drills almost had himself 2 interceptions just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Couldn't quite get turned around quick enough, or else the Lions already with 1 interception to their credit, courtesy of Will Nagel, could have had a couple more in that first half. So the Lion defense is there for the most part. Just gave up a few big plays late in that first half to Boyden Hull Rock Valley. And we got ourselves a District 1 slobber knocker, so to speak, here tonight for the District 1 opener.
We got us a ball game, that's for sure.
20-14, Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Boyden Hull Rock Valley here at the half tonight. Stay tuned. Coming up on the halftime report, we'll have the Lions Den, a senior spotlight on one of the seniors on this Lion football team. That's coming your way next as we continue on with our halftime coverage from Dick Null Field in Rock Rapids. This is Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Yeah, hard work looks easy when everything you touch turns gold. I was made for this. I was made for this. I was made for this. Last time the feeling was amazing. Jackpot smile, but I was made for this. Catch all those that I'm making. I was made for this.
And we welcome you back to another edition of the Lions Den here at the half, a week where we go inside this Lions Den and get to know our Central Lyon George Little Rock seniors just a little bit better. Today we're being joined by senior Colby Postma. Colby, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Colby, let's talk about your job on the football field here. Tell us a little about what your job is out there and where we can find you.
I play quarterback. My responsibilities are basically to lead our team to a win and to lead us on the field to score touchdowns.
Well, and that kind of had a little bit of a wrinkle in it this year. Summer camp didn't go so well, had an illness out there.
Mm-hmm.
How did that affect you coming into the season, having that mono, having to miss the first weeks of camp, and then having to miss that beef bowl?
It affected me a lot. I lost about 10 to 15 pounds. I lost a lot of muscle, and I got really behind, but I just kept working. I watched film from practice every day, so I kept in touch with the coaches too, so I knew all the plays. And I mean, we've been running this offense for the past 3 years, the whole time since I was a sophomore. So I was familiar with it, but there was also new things that I didn't know, and I just kept working hard and never gave up.
Well, you're a senior now. It's your time to lead this team as the quarterback. Tell us a bit about some of the goals you had personally and as a team coming into this season.
For the team, we wanted to win the district. That's still attainable, which we work hard every day. We're trying to still get that goal. For me, personally, I wanted to beat Lucas in passing yards this year because I always told him that I was better than him, but he was always a good leader. He taught me really well over the past 2 years, and it was good to learn from him.
Well, let's take you off the football field and bring you into the classroom. You're a senior here at Central Lyon. Tell us a little bit about the class load that you're taking in your final year.
Well, I have a shop class where we're building a house that with our coach Engel, and then I have government, a couple math classes, and then a college class. And then I have a current events class where we just talk about events that are happening today.
So not a terribly hard schedule,
No.
but nothing. But we're not slacking in our last year.
Never slacking.
Well, let's talk about some of the other things you're involved in. Obviously, a football player. Let's talk about some of the other things that you are doing around here.
I play baseball. I was involved in track. I'm involved in FFA, FCA. I go to a church group every Wednesday, and I'm a part of a chess club actually. So that's not something a lot of people know about me. That's about it.
Well, let's talk about. You said you're taking a college class this year, so that obviously means we're prepping. What are the plans for next year for Colby?
I plan to go to a college. I'm not sure which one yet, but it depends if I want to play sport or not yet, if I want to play baseball or not.
Sure. Are we thinking 4-year or 2-year?
Whoever gives me an offer really is.
There you go. You're wide open, so we can come get Colby. Well, let's talk about being a senior. You said that, obviously you lead the team as the quarterback and a captain. Definitely something that these younger kids look up to you. What are some things you can tell these freshmen, sophomore kids as they start to develop and make their way into the program?
Work hard. Never take a rep off. Always listen to your coaches because they know what they're doing, and you may think you know it all, but they know it better. And watch film. Film is a very important part of this game. I never realized it till this year, but I put in an hour or two a week or even a day watching film to figure out what the defense runs, how the DNs are knifing in, and how to cover 2 or cover 1 if they're on man or they're playing zone read or not.
Well, obviously after 4 years you've seen a lot here in the CLGLR program. What is maybe a favorite memory, or what is your favorite part about being part of the Central Lyon George Little Rock football family?
It's how close we are. I mean, I'm really close with all the coaches, teammates. I've grown a relationship with them ever since we were in 7th grade, first time strapping it all in. It's just the bond that we've created, and I've had so many memories with all these friends, and I'm gonna miss them next year.
Well, Colby, we appreciate you coming out here this week, spending some time with us, and we wish you the best of luck.
All right, thank you.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented, and it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve health care that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Are you where you need to be on your financial planning process? Whether it's planning for retirement, investment, or risk management, trust our team at Frontier Bank Wealth Management to start you on the path to financial success. We guarantee exceptional customer service and value your time. We hold ourselves to the highest fiduciary standard in the industry and serve your interests, not our own. Whether you're just starting your financial plan or want help in maintaining it, let Frontier Bank help you plan your future.
Back at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids as we get set for half number 2 here tonight, District 1 football. And Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Boyden Hull Rock Valley 20-14 at the half. The Lions will get the ball, start off the second half. I had mistakenly said that the Nighthawks would get the ball to start off the second half. It will actually be the Lions to get the ball starting things off in the second half. And the Lions will look for a shot of adrenaline from the offense to kick things off in the second half here tonight. Once again, want to thank all of our sponsors for making this coverage possible on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Sponsors include Avera Health, Frontier Bank, the Pizza Ranch, Premier Bank, Sanford Health, DeNoble Austin and Company, and the Pepsi Beverage Company. We invite you to tune in. Coming up next Thursday, we'll have varsity volleyball. The varsity volleyball team playing well again this season. They'll take on Sioux Center. That's always a good one. 6:30 next Thursday night. We'll have live coverage right here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. And back with football next Friday night. First road trip of the season for district play, at least, down in Orange City as the Lions will travel to take on the Dutch of MOC Floyd Valley. Reminder for the elementary students coming up this week, book fair and hot lunch week coming up this week. I know Monday is pajama day. We're already getting ready for that at the Kelly household. I can tell you that, Chris.
I bet you are, Jay.
Yeah, pajama day coming up on Monday, and hot lunch week. Book fair and hot lunch week coming up this coming week at Central Lyon. There will be a blood drive as well this coming Wednesday at Central Lyon. So certainly do your part. Give blood. You could help save a life. The blood drive coming up on Wednesday at Central Lyon. We do notice a good bit of purple in the stands here. Nothing unusual for Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids. What is unusual is the good bit of purple over in the visitors' stands here tonight. It is a purple out for the Boyden Hull Rock Valley student section. They tragically lost one of their students, Julie Sears, earlier this week, and they are having a purple out in Julie's honor. So good to see the Central Lyon student section elected to participate with Boyden Hull Rock Valley in the purple out as well. So it's good to see the student bodies getting together on that. Just about set for the second half kickoff. Lions will get the ball defending the north end zone. Salazar will have the ball teed up for the Nighthawks of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. And the Lion offense, Chris, needs to get it started right away. Started like he started off the game here tonight.
They do. They need to, take care of the ball and sustain a good drive here and take away some of that momentum that they lost going into the end of the first half.
12 minutes on the board for quarter number 3. 20-14, the lead for CLGLR as Salazar with the ball teed up on the 40-yard line counts as steps off. And we are ready to kick off the second half. Salazar puts the boot to it. A low line drive, end-over-end kick will be fielded at the 12-yard line by Telford. Telford takes it up the sidelines. Real good return out to about the 45-yard line, and the Lions with nice starting field position.
That's a great start right there. Telford just put his head down and took it up the left sideline and got us to midfield already. That's a great start.
First down and 10 for the Lions with the ball spotted on their own 45. Now, we had mentioned that Telford, he's got to be knocking on the door for about 200 yards offense here tonight.
He's cracked off some nice runs tonight.
Yes.
Hopefully we can keep that going.
That 97-yard touchdown run. He's got 104 yards alone on his 2 touchdown runs combined. 97 and 7 yards.
We didn't keep track just to see what he does have.
Yeah, it's a good thing we weren't keeping track of stats, or we would have went through a few pencils here tonight. First down and 10 for the Lions from their own 45 as the hand will go up. Fake hand to Meyer, and it's a quarterback keep by Postma. Real nice fake.
Postma did a great fake. I think he had us both faked out with that one, Jay.
Colby Postma all the way down to the 40-yard line of Boyden Hull Rock Valley, and a nice 15-yard gain on first down. First play of the second half.
On first down.
Colby Postma with a real nice fake to Kalen Meyer and just took it around right end for 15 yards. First down and 10 for the Lions into Nighthawk territory on the 40-yard line of Boyden Hull Rock Valley, just getting underway here in the second half. A 20-14 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock. Postma will line up in the shotgun, split receiver to each side, crawl in motion from left to right. The hand will go to Meyer up the middle, breaks it out left side for a tough couple yards to the 38-yard line.
Yep, they weren't fooled by that handoff. Boyden Hull Rock Valley, the right side of their defensive line was kind of waiting for Meyer when he got to the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 8 for the Lions with the ball spotted on the 38-yard line of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. Just getting underway in the second half here tonight. A 20-14 lead for the Lions in this District 1 opener. Postma from the shotgun with Telford behind him. Postma takes the snap, hands to Telford over the right side, makes a man miss, breaks through another arm tackle to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, reaches for the pylon and knocks it over. Cole Telford's found the end zone once again from 38 yards out this time around. Telford scores again for the Lions with 10:36 left to play in the third quarter. That's the way you want to start the second half.
He didn't just make one man miss. I think he made at least 4. That was a terrific run.
10:36 left to play in the third quarter, and now a 26-14 advantage for the Lions. The Cole Telford show continues. Third touchdown run of the night for Telford, this time around from 38 yards out.
Terrific run. He has the kind of speed that makes you misjudge. You take a wrong angle, you end up short.
Point after attempt coming up from the Lions. The snap from Reeby, the hold from Van Burkham. The snap a little high, the hold is down, the kick is up, and the kick from Carter Krull is good.
Van Burkham did a nice job of getting that ball down.
10:36 left in the third quarter, 27-14. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading at Boyden Hull Rock Valley. This is Lion football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Are you where you need to be on your financial planning process? Whether it's planning for retirement, investment, or risk management, trust our team at Frontier Bank Wealth Management to start you on the path to financial success. We guarantee exceptional customer service and value your time. We hold ourselves to the highest fiduciary standard in the industry and serve your interests, not our own. Whether you're just starting your financial plan or want help in maintaining it, let Frontier Bank.
Back at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids, along with Chris Bixman, I'm Jay Kelly. 10:36 left to play in the third quarter, and it did not take the Lions long to get things underway here in the second half. 38-yard touchdown run from Cole Telford, and the Lions back up to a 2-possession lead here, Chris.
Yeah, let's settle in on defense now and shore things up a little bit on this side of the ball, and we'll have a good game on our hands.
The ensuing kickoff coming up from Carter Krull, a high end-over-end kick. Going to be fielded at the 5-yard line by the Nighthawks, and Noble carries it out to the 20 and about the 25 where the Lions will bring him down. And pardon me, that was High Trader on the return rather for the Nighthawks. So first down and 10 for Boyden Hull Rock Valley with the ball spotted on their own 25. And looks like Tesla is coming out at the quarterback position once again.
That'd be pretty hard to not give him the nod after the performance in the last part of the first half.
Tanner Tesla, the sophomore quarterback for Boyden Hull Rock Valley, spelling Keaton Mosier. As Tesla takes a snap and hands over the right side to Noble. Noble will carry to the 30-yard line for a 5-yard pickup and a second down and 5 coming up for the Nighthawks with 10:15 left to play here in the third quarter and the clock on the move. Lions lead it to 27-14. Tesla on the shotgun on second down and 5. Takes a snap, drops back to pass, rolls out left side in the flat. Tipped by Meyer and taken away by Cooper Spees. They're going to say he did have a foot in bounds. And the Lions get another interception at the 37-yard line of Boyden Hull Rock Valley.
That was a big-time pick by Cooper Spees. The ball was up for grabs, and he pretty much pulled it in with one hand, and he was looking at his feet to make sure that he got them both in before he went out of bounds. Great awareness of where he was out on the field there.
Well, I saw the tip from Meyer. I was looking for Cole Hugedorn, to tell you the truth, because The Coleman's been all over the tip drill tonight,
he's
but
been a tip drill guy.
Cooper Spies comes up with it at the 37 of Boyden Hull Rock Valley, and a chance for the Lions to really do damage here.
Oh, this would be huge, we're on the right side of the field again. Let's make it happen.
First down and 10 for the Lions. Postma will hand to Telford. Telford hit in the backfield. He'll be dropped for a loss this time around at the 39-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play.
Nothing doing that time. They have got to be keying on number 5 at this point. They've seen too much of him doing damage.
Unofficially up here in the press box, they have Cole Telford with 262 yards here tonight. That is something.
He has had a breakout night tonight.
Second down and 12 for the Lions, taking their time here with 9:25 left in the third quarter. A 27-14 advantage for Central Lyon George Little Rock. Play clock at 15 seconds, and the Lions will break the huddle. Twin receivers wide to the right, twins to the left as well. Postma from the shotgun. Man in motion is Telford left to right. Postma drops back to pass. Lost one down the right sidelines for Spies, and overthrows everybody. Pass will fall incomplete.
Yeah, it's not a bad play call there. You got to air it out once in a while just to keep the defense honest, Jay.
Third down and 12 coming up for the Lions here with the ball spotted on the 38-yard line of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. Following the turnover, Cooper Spies with the interception, second interception of the night for the Lion defense. Will Nagel with the other back in the first half. 9:01 left to play in the third quarter, a 13-point advantage for CLGLR at 27-14. Postma from the shotgun takes the snap. The hand to Telford right up the middle, and Telford will be met at the line of scrimmage once again, and the Lions facing a fourth down and about 10.
Yeah, looks like maybe 4th and 11, Jay. That, once again, just maybe went to the well once too often with that play call.
Well, with the ball spotted on the 37-yard line of Boyden Hull Rock Valley here, looks like Carter Kroll is going to go for a field goal attempt. This would be a 53-yarder for Kroll should he make it. The ball is spotted in the middle of the field.
The wind's helping a little bit. It's a little bit east to west, but it's definitely a little bit out of the north too. So
snap is good. The hold is down. The kick is up from Kroll from 53 yards. It's just wide to the right and a little bit short, I believe, with 8:12 left to play in the third quarter. Just a tad short and might have been a little wide to the right. It looks like that flag is blowing to the west.
It is. I think the wind did carry it a little bit from east to west, but it was a good attempt.
So the missed field goal by Kroll, and Boyden Hull Rock Valley will have the ball at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Nighthawks. So the Nighthawks able to get a defensive stop, and the turnover does not hurt them. Now a 1st and 10 from their own 20. As Tesla will line up in the shotgun formation. Take the snap, the hand on the counter to Noble over the right side. Noble cuts it back up the middle to the 24-yard line. And every yard that Cody Noble has got tonight, he has certainly earned. Tough running by the Nighthawk senior.
He has. Kudos to our defensive line. They have really managed to corral him, and he doesn't go down easy. He's a strong runner.
Yeah, Noble actually a junior. Second down and 6 for the Nighthawks as the fake hand to Salazar. Tesla keeps it himself up across the 30 to the 31 for a Nighthawk first down with 7:40 left in the third quarter. 27-14, Central Lyon George Little Rock with the lead here tonight.
Slaw carried out a real nice fake there, too. I think we weren't expecting him to keep the ball there, and that gained him a few yards.
First down and 10 for the Nighthawks from their own 32 as Tesla communicating with the wide receivers here. Up back standing to his left is Noble. They'll set out trips to the right side. Now a man in motion from right to left. Tesla rolls out to the right side, looking to throw downfield. Underthrown, and it's intercepted. There is Cole Telford picking it off, and Telford will take it down the sideline into Nighthawk territory. Cole Telford with the interception. 3rd interception of the night for the Lion defense.
Great awareness there by Telford. The ball was a little bit underthrown, and honestly, I think you could have had offensive pass interference. Looked like the offensive player went into defensive mode. He had a hold of Telford's jersey, and Telford still managed to bring the ball in.
Telford returns it to the 37-yard line of Boyden Hull Rock Valley, and the Lions get another chance here to capitalize on a turnover with a 2-possession lead already.
That'd be great. Once again, we're on the good side of the 50-yard line. It would really be wonderful to take advantage of it.
First down and 10, twin receivers to each side. Postma from the shotgun, quick pass right side to Carter Krull. Krull makes a man miss, breaks for the sidelines across the 35, out to the 33. They got about 4 yards out of that play, which is about as good as you could do there. Carter Krull was pinned back.
He got 4 yards starting with nothing, and I think he ran 20 yards to get 4, so a lot of effort there.
Second down and 6 coming up for the Lions on the 33-yard line of Boyden Hull Rock Valley with 6:35 left to play in the third quarter. Clock on the move, a 27-14 advantage for Central Lyon George Little Rock. As the Lions will line up in the shotgun, twin receivers left, a single to the right. The hand goes to Meyer up the middle, breaks it out right side. Kalen Meyer with a nice run inside the 25 and down to the 23-yard line.
It was a nice run. It looked like it was really designed to go inside, and Meyer got to the line of scrimmage, and there really wasn't anything there, and he just bounced it outside and got a first down.
First down and 10. It looks like the Lions want to get a little physical here in the third quarter, and up front they've been controlling play for the most part down in the trenches here tonight on the offensive and defensive lines. First down and 10 from the 23-yard line of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. 5:55 left in the third quarter. Clock continues to move. Lions lead by 13. Postma from the shotgun with Krull in motion. Postma on the quarterback keep, breaks it out left side, and a nice carry down to the 16-yard line. It will be a 6-yard pickup, maybe 7.
Just expounding on what you said, Jay, you know, Cole Telford doesn't get 264 yards without good offensive line play, and our offensive line has really been doing a nice job up front.
Yeah, real nice blocking straight ahead for the Lions here tonight. And not just on the offensive side, but defensively controlling that line of scrimmage for the most part here tonight.
They have been, and looking at them, they're maybe a little bit outsized, but they're really getting the job done.
Second down and 3 for the Lions. Postma from the shotgun. We got some early movement here with 5:12 left in the third quarter. Flags come in and a false start on the Lions.
Yeah, somebody jumped, but hopefully we can overcome that. It's going to bring up about 2nd and 8.
Ball be spotted back at the 21 of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. And like you said, Chris, a second down and 8 now for the Lions. Again, the clock continues to move inside of 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. And the Lions with a 27-14 lead. Following the third interception of the night, looking to cash in on it as Postma takes a snap and hands to Krull on the sweep over the right side. And Carter Krull is hurting as he was brought down for a loss at the 32-yard line. Be a big loss, and Krull is up. He is limping.
He's limping a little bit. He's going to run off the field. Yeah, looks like maybe an ankle or something, Jay.
Addison Metzger will check in for Carter Krull. Krull was slapping his right hip. He did get twisted around on that tackle. And he is holding his right hip area, but he's pretty much walking it off on the sideline right now. Third down and long after the loss for the Lions at the 31-yard line. Postma from the shotgun takes the snap, dropping back to pass, looking left side. Now he'll look right over the flat. Right over the middle came Cole Telford, but couldn't make the catch, and now Telford is up lame. At about the 16-yard line, Cole Telford now is hopping off on one leg, and that does not look good.
Bad turn of events these last two plays.
Stretching him out, so it looks like Cole might just be cramped up.
Hopefully it's a cramp.
Carter Krull's going to come on and try to kick again. This one's going to be from 48 yards out. We'll see how that right leg's doing. The snap is a little low. Van Berkem gets the hold down. The kick is going to be short and to the left.
Don't think he quite had the ball down, directionally. It was pretty quick from when he received the snap until Carter kicked it. So.
And that was Carter's right hip or right leg that he came up lame on a couple plays before that as well. So 3:53 left in the third quarter. Lions unable to cash in on the turnover once again. They still hold a 13-point advantage. First down and 10 for Boyden Hull Rock Valley from their own 20. As Tesla lines him up in the shotgun, dropping back, throw on the right flat, and dropped by High Trader. Oh, no, pardon me, that was Gottfriedson again.
Yeah.
Incomplete, so a 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Nighthawks from their own 20.
Hopefully our defensive line can get some pressure on Tesla. That always bodes well in a passing game.
Split receiver wide to the right side is Tesla on the quarterback keep. Bounces it out left side, looking for the sideline, and a nice open field tackle on the play by, it looked like Van Berkem at about the 24-yard line to take him down.
Tesla is a pretty solid runner, too.
Yes.
He's got a good stiff arm, and he's pretty mobile.
And he's big. He's 6'4", 165 pounds. He's not too broad, but he's quite tall. Tanner Tesla, only a sophomore for Boyden Hull Rock Valley, and taking the snaps at the quarterback position since about midway through the second quarter. 3rd down and 7 for the Nighthawks. Tesla dropping back again, throws over the middle, and it is incomplete, intended for Gottfriedson.
Nice job by Kroll there. He got there just a split second after the ball did, and I think that was the difference between him making it a catch or not.
Gottfriedson had his hands on the ball, but like you said, Chris, Carter immediately took him down, and that caused him to drop the ball. So a 4th down for the Nighthawks, and the Nighthawks forced to punt it away again, you would guess, with 3:10 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you got to punt it here, Jay.
And a 27-14 advantage for Central Lyon George Little Rock, as it looks like Tesla will be doing the punting as well for the Nighthawks back on his own 13-yard line. Tesla gets a good snap and gives the boot to it, a left-footed kick. Will take a bounce at midfield and actually take a lion hop into Nighthawk territory. Nighthawks down it on their own 48. So the Lions will have the ball, 1st down and 10. 2 offensive possessions from Boyden Hull Rock Valley territory. Lions unable to cash in on those. They'll get a 3rd opportunity here starting on the 48.
Well, the defense has definitely given our offense some opportunities. We've had the ball on the right side of the 50 this whole half. Hopefully we can take advantage of it again.
Lions got on the board early on that opening offensive possession of the second half, but that the only score so far in the second half. But just about this entire second half has been played on the south end of the field here.
It is.
1st down and 10 for the Lions from the 48 of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. Postma on the quarterback keep, hit in the backfield, but keeps the legs charging forward, and he'll get it up to the line of scrimmage for no loss on the play.
That was just a solid play on Postma's part to get back to the line of scrimmage. It looked like they had him cold about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so good second effort there. 2nd
down and 10 for the Lions with the ball on the 48 of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. 2:40 left to play in the third quarter. A 27-14 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Boyden Hull Rock Valley. And the Lions will break the huddle again with 15 seconds left on the play clock. Postma will line up in the shotgun, split receiver wide to each side. Postma takes the snap, drops back to pass, setting up the screen over the left side to Carter Kroll. Kroll's going to have to outrun the defense, and he's unable to do so. Salazar with nice pursuit, and Kroll might be dropped for a 1-yard loss there.
A couple of those defensive linemen they just smelled screen right away. You could see they stopped in their tracks and started looking to where the ball was going. That's well-coached defense.
3rd down and 11 coming up for the Lions with the ball on the 49-yard line of Boyden Hull Rock Valley. 1:50 left in the third quarter. Clock continues to move. 27-14 the lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock. As the clock at 10 seconds, looks like the Lions might run it all the way down here and call a timeout here on 3rd and 11. With 5 seconds, they break the huddle. Postma from the shotgun takes the snap, and the jet sweep will go right side to Metzger. He'll be hit in the backfield in Central Lyon George Little Rock territory at the 47-yard line of the Lions, and the Lions go in the wrong direction.
Casey Pick just came flying through there and made a nice open field tackle in our backfield there.
So 4th down punting situation for the Lions now as Jaden Van Berkem will come on his own 35, gets a good snap. Trouble on the handle, though. He does get off a nice punt.
Nice punt.
Will take a bounce inside the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10, and down at the 9-yard line by the Lions. with 53 seconds left in the third quarter. So nice punt from Van Berkham as Boyden Hull Rock Valley pinned deep at their own 9-yard line.
Yeah, that's great field position for our defense. Hopefully they can go to work and keep the Nighthawks pinned back there.
27-14, Central Lyon George Little Rock with the lead over Boyden Hull Rock Valley in the District 1 opener here tonight at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids. 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Tesla in the shotgun, twin receivers wide to each side. Noble in motion. He'll take the hand from Tesla on the sweep over the right side around right end to about the 16, and it will be a 7-yard pickup on the play.
They run that sweep quite a bit to their right, and we've been doing a pretty good job of stopping it at a 3 or 4 yard gain. They did a little better with it that time.
2nd down and 3 coming up for Boyden Hull Rock Valley. With the ball on their own 16-yard line and 25 seconds and counting left in the third quarter. Tesla in the shotgun. Trip receivers make that twins to the left, a single to the right as Tesla hands to Noble right up the middle. Noble will follow his lineman and drag the pile to about the 24. Nice tough run by Noble on the carry. And first down for Boyden Hull Rock Valley.
That was a hard run by Noble. He carried a couple Lion defenders along with him for an extra 3 or 4 yards there.
Clock will stop while they move the chains with 11 seconds left in the third quarter. And we'll see if the Nighthawks run one more play here before the end of the quarter. 27-14 lead for the Lions, and that will run out time on quarter number 3. We head to the fourth quarter, 27-14. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Boyden Hull Rock Valley. From Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids, this is Lion Football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Make your move to the largest orthopedic physician team in the region, Avera Orthopedics.
Small town values will never fade. Always finding a familiar face. A long lost friend with a helpful hand. Picking right up where you left off again. It's your hometown bank in your own backyard. With people that you trust. It's the way you like to live. It's the way you like to bank.
Premier Bank, member FDIC.
Back at Dicknall Field in Rock Rapids, heading to quarter number 4. First down and 10, Boyden Hull Rock Valley, and Noble will take the carry over the left side. Pretty much stood up at the line of scrimmage at the 22-yard line as we get underway with quarter number 4, a 27-14 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Boyden Hull Rock Valley here in the District 1 opener, and a 2nd and 10 coming up for the Nighthawks here.
Defensive line did a real nice job of making sure there was no running room at all on their right side.
Tesla will line up in the shotgun on 2nd down, what looks to be 11 actually, a loss of a yard on that last carry from the Nighthawk 21. Tesla with a pump fake, deep ball down the left side for High Trader, just threw it a little too far. We're going to get a flag on this, believe it or not.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. It looked like High Trader had separation from Spees. I don't think there was any contact whatsoever.
Unfortunately, I don't think Spees was heading within reach. It's just that the ball was overthrown, and it wasn't a catchable ball, so I don't know.
Yeah, it has to be a pass interference, I would imagine.
I would say so, Jay. They must have thought he was holding him early in the pass route. I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be a defensive hold on Central Lyon George Little Rock, and again, like there was good separation between High Trader and Spees there. So
really was.
So the officials going to mark it off from the line of scrimmage here with 11:20 left in the fourth quarter. And following the penalty, the ball will be spotted on the Boyden Hull Rock Valley 31-yard line. So now it's 2nd down and 1 for the Nighthawks.
I feel bad for Cooper Spees there. I didn't see that, but evidently the referee did.
Tesla in the shotgun, man in motion, quarterback keep. Tesla slips in the backfield, and he'll be brought down rudely by Vanderweerd back at the Well, let's see, 29-yard line, I think, is where they're going to spot it, so it'll be a 3rd and 4 now.
Tesla slipped, 1 foot went out from under him, and Bryce Vanderweerd put him down hard.
3rd down and a 4 coming up for the Nighthawks with the ball spotted on their own 29-yard line. Tesla from the shotgun, twin receivers to each side as Tesla drops back to pass. Looks in the right flat for a man, and it is incomplete. That was Gottfriedson again. Carter Krull with real nice coverage.
Yeah, Carter Krull was right there. The ball was thrown a little low and a little behind Godberson. It would have been a heck of a catch, and the ball was on the ground.
4th down and 4 coming up for Boyden Hall Rock Valley, and looks like the punting team coming in for the Nighthawks here with the ball spotted on their own 29. 10:46 left in the 4th quarter. The Lions lead it by 13, but this is a Nighthawk offense, as we saw in the 2nd quarter, that can put up points in a hurry.
It didn't take long in that 2nd quarter.
About 4 minutes is all it took for 2 touchdowns. Tesla with a boomer of a punt.
That's a big punt.
High punt fielded by Krull at the 29, angling for the Lions sideline across the 40-45 and knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Rock.
Nice return by Krull. Did a good job of fielding the ball and getting to the sideline and getting as many yards as he could there.
1st down and 10 for the Lions with the ball spotted on their own 47. 10:33 left to play in the 4th quarter. 27-14, Central Lyon George Little Rock with the lead. On 1st down and 10 as the Lions peek into the sidelines for the play call. Split receiver out wide to each side. The rest of the team huddled up right about the 40-yard line. As Postma will give them the play call, they'll break the huddle. Looks like twin receivers right, a single to the left, H-back to the left, or a wing back to the left as well. Postma from the shotgun with Krull in motion right to left, takes the snap, the hand up the middle to Meyer. Meyer dances through traffic to midfield, and a nice 4-yard gain, 3-yard gain on 1st down.
Looks like there's a Nighthawk player getting up a little bit slow, an interior lineman. Now he's on his feet.
Yeah, that is Cade Van Zee, the 5'11", 252-pound senior for Boyden Hall Rock Valley. Lines up at a defensive end position. 2nd down and about 7 coming up for the Lions here. The ball just shy of the midfield stripe on the Lions side of things. 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter. Clock is moving, and the Lions lead it by 13. Postma from the shotgun with Krull in motion once again. A counter to Meyer over the left side. Meyer makes his way through traffic, and he'll be brought down inside the 40.
That's a big 1st down
of Boyden Hall Rock Valley. Nice tough run by Kalen Meyer, and it will be down to the 37-yard line of the Nighthawks.
Kalen broke a couple tackles there to get those yards. That was a good hard run.
1st down and 10 for the Lions from the 37-yard line of Boyden Hall Rock Valley with 9:35 and counting left in the 4th quarter.
That's the beauty of running the ball, Jay, that the clock keeps running.
We like that right now. 27-14, 13-point lead. You definitely take your time in the huddle. Lions will break the huddle with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Twin receivers left, a single receiver to the right. Make that twins to the right as Krull comes across in motion. Yes, and the right side there, it looked like Meyer wanted to switch from a wingback position to a receiver position.
Yeah, and the referee says nothing to him.
So the officials will call the illegal motion on the Lions here. And the ball will be spotted back at the 42-yard line now, a 1st and 15 for Central Lyon George Little Rock.
That's probably our 3rd or 4th procedure penalty. It's not terrible, but you hopefully at this point in the season you can clean that stuff up a little bit.
1st down and 15 for the Lions. 9:04 and counting left in the 4th quarter. A 27-14 advantage for Central Lyon George Little Rock. Postma in the shotgun, split receivers to each side. Man in motion is Krull from left to right. Postma takes a snap, the hand to Krull on the counter over the left side. Krull cuts it back up to the middle, and he'll carry to the 36-yard line. That'll be enough for the penalty yardage and about a yard.
Yeah, I think he got about 6 there, Jay.
So that'll be a 2nd down and 9 for the Lions from the 36-yard line of Boyden Hall Rock Valley.
It's a nice little counter play that they do that well in the backfield.
Lions in control here tonight, 27-14 with 8:20 left in the 4th quarter. Clock continues to move as the Lions will break the huddle. Twin receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right. Kroll in motion left to right. Postma takes the snap, hands to Meyer up the middle. Meyer with more tough running inside the 30-yard line and down to the 29. I tell you what, Kalen Meyer has benefited from this Cole Telford
He has.
night here. As
it looks like he has fresh legs yet, doesn't
Meyer gets fresh legs late in the game. You saw in the Spirit Lake game where Will Nagel took a good bit of the workload off of Meyer as well. So Kalen Myers certainly had some help in the backfield here, and that has really allowed him to have some fresh legs late in the game. We're about halfway through the fourth quarter.
And hey, that offensive line is still getting it done inside, so can't say enough good things about that.
3rd and 3 for the Lions from their own 20, or from the Boyden All Rock Valley 29. Telford sidesteps a tackle and he's off to the races. Telford finds the end zone again from the 29-yard line, and the Lions are on the board once again, 33-14 with 7:18 left to play here in the fourth quarter.
Cole Telford is having just a whale of a night. He was just on the sidelines here, stretching out and running a little bit, and you're thinking maybe we won't see him back in the game, and then he comes back in for one play and scores.
29-yard touchdown run this time around from Telford. That is the 4th touchdown run of the night for Telford. He's got to be getting close to 300 yards here tonight.
I think so too, yeah. He was at 260 earlier, and there was another 29. Yeah, the math says he's having a terrific night.
Point after attempt coming up from Carter Kroll here. Snap is good, hold is down, the kick is up, and the extra point is good. 7:18 left to play in the fourth quarter, 34-14. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Boyden Hull Rock Valley. From Dick Null Field in Rock Rapids, this is Lion Football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
Yeah, hard work looks easy when everything you touch turns gold. I was made for this. I was made for this. I was made for this. Last time the rhythm was amazing. Jackpot smile, but I was made for this. Catch all those that I'm making. I was made for this.
Back at Dick Null Field in Rock Rapids, 7:18 left to play in the fourth quarter, 34-14. Central Lyon George Little Rock with the lead on Boyden Hull Rock Valley. Cole Telford with a 29-yard touchdown run this time around. The point after from Carter Kroll was good, and the Lions lead by 20 late in this one here tonight in the District 1 opener. Carter Kroll on the ensuing kickoff. A low end-over-end kick will take a hop at the 25 and picked up by Boyden All Rock Valley at the 20. Lions will surround the ball carrier at the 25, where the Nighthawks will take over first down and at 10.
It's been a good, solid second half of football by the Lions, Jay, after it seemed like that momentum was slipping a little bit late in the first half.
Yeah, the defense has really come out. A couple of interceptions here in the third quarter. The offense set the tone with that nice drive to kick things off early in the second half.
The Lions have played well on both sides of the ball.
First down and 10 to Slaw from the shotgun, looking on the left side. Overshoots the receiver, and Van Berkom with the interception this time around, and Van Berkom's going to take this one to the house. The Lions with a pick six.
That was a gift. It was good awareness by Van Berkom. The ball went right through the Nighthawk player's hands and hit him right in the numbers, and he knew what to do with it.
Senior Dylan Van Berkom with a 35-yard interception return for a touchdown with 7 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter, and the Lions are in the end zone again.
Oh, another nice score. The score is looking more lopsided than the game feels like it's been. You know, things kind of fell into our lap here in that play.
35-yard interception return for a touchdown by Dylan Van Berkom. And with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, a 40-14 advantage for the Lions now. Point after attempt coming up from Carter Kroll. The snap from Reeby, the hold from Van Berkom, and the kick from Kroll is good. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, 41-14. Central Lyon George Little Rock leading Boyden Hull Rock Valley. This is Lion Football on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network.
It's here. And here. There too. This way and that. Across the street and around the world. It's healthcare reinvented. And it lives in all of these places because we believe it should. That her and him and them all deserve health care that lives where they do. Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Back at Dick Knoll Field in Rock Rapids, 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Along with Chris Bixman, I'm Jay Kelly in the cheerleaders and students section getting a workout here tonight for Central Lyon George Little Rock. The Lions have put 41 points on the board here tonight. And the latest coming on a 35-yard interception return for a touchdown from senior Dylan Van Berkom. Fourth interception of the night for this Lion defense.
The Lion defensive secondary, outside of giving up a couple big pass plays, has been pretty solid.
Krall's ensuing kick, another little pooch kick fielded by an upback at the 26, and a huge hit on the return. Coming up with a big hit, I believe that was, let's see, was it Meyer? Yeah, it was Kalen Meyer.
Kalen Meyer.
Huge hit on the return for the Boyden All Rock Valley upback at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, I think we're choosing to just kind of pooch kick it and not give up a big play.
First down and 10 for the Nighthawks with the ball spotted on their own 34. 6:57 left to play in the fourth quarter. DeSla will line up in the shotgun, takes the snap, the hand up the middle to Noble, and Noble will carry for positive yards once again to about the 38-yard line.
Good hard run, and once again, our defense is up to the task. They're doing a nice job in that interior defense.
Well, the Nighthawks, to the point of not rebuilding, they reload, and they've got Tanner TeSla, who we'll get to see over the next few years. Only a sophomore. Cody Noble, only a junior. He'll be back next year.
Yeah.
As Noble takes the carry around right end across the 40. That is, of course, State High School League pending, whether the Nighthawks still play in 2A next year or not.
Yeah, that could change, but regardless, you definitely, those kids have got a bright future. They've got some good young talent there.
I believe the reassignments and alignments come in 2020 once again. I could be mistaken on that. Third down and 3 coming up for the Nighthawks with the ball spotted on their own 42. TeSla from the shotgun, quick pass out to the left side, and the catch is made, and for a first down across the 45, I believe that's High Trader again.
Yep.
To the 46, maybe the 47, and a first down and 10 for Boyden All Rock Valley.
Once again, Tanner TeSla just has a nice touch on the ball. Outside of a couple that were, through their receiver's hands, he's put the ball right on the money all night long.
First down and 10 for the Nighthawks. TeSla looking deep down the middle of the field. Has a man. That's High Trader and drops it. Had separation from Spees once again, but couldn't hang on to it. High Trader almost had himself a touchdown there.
Almost did. The ball was right in his hands. Once again, TeSla put the ball where he needed to.
5:35 left to play in the fourth quarter. 41-14, the lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock over Boyden All Rock Valley. A second down and 10 coming up for the Nighthawks from their own 47.
Gotta think we'll see another pass play here, Jay.
TeSla corrals a high snap, looks over the middle, has his tight end, and he's met immediately in Lion territory. That is Dylan Miller on the catch once again. Brought down at the 47-yard line of the Lions this time, so a third down and about 4 coming up.
We haven't seen them use their tight end a lot tonight, but that could be pretty effective when you're thinking they're going down the field.
Third down and 4, TeSla from the shotgun. Quick pass left side. High Trader's there for the catch. At the 38, make it the 37 of Central Lyon George Little Rock.
Have a nice diving catch there, too.
5:07 left to play in the fourth quarter. Clock is moving. A 41-14 lead for Central Lyon George Little Rock. TeSla from the shotgun, dropping back to pass, rolling out right side, looking downfield under pressure. He's going to have to tuck it and run it, and the Lions will come up with the quarterback sack back at the 39-yard line. And coming through on the defensive line for Central Lyon George Little Rock was Dylan Winkle, I believe.
Yeah, it looked like maybe a little bit of a coverage sack. The quarterback had the ball in his hands for quite some time there and just couldn't find anybody to throw to.
Second down and 13 for the Nighthawks from the 39 of CLGLR. The fake handoff to Noble and the quarterback keep for TeSla. He'll take it down to the 30-yard line for a pickup of 9, and that will set up a third down and about 3 coming up for the Nighthawks.
Lyle Moore is disappointed that number 10 didn't have the ball because he was putting him on his back as soon as he touched it.
3rd down and 3 for the Nighthawks from the 30 of CLGLR. Tesla dropping back to pass, looking right side in the flat, has Gottfried, and he'll make the catch and be brought down at the 20-yard line. Lions will keep him in bounds. And with 3:58 left in the fourth quarter, Nighthawks will move the chains again to the 20-yard line of CLGLR.
This Nighthawk offense makes you glad you've got as big a lead as you do have because they're pretty effective at moving the ball.
1st down and 10, Boyden Hull Rock Valley on the 20-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Rock. Tesla from the shotgun. Calls it out, takes a snap, and a little shovel pass to Noble that time around will go for 4 yards over the right side to the 16-yard line of CLGLR.
I thought that Tesla had slipped before he got rid of the ball, but evidently he had tossed the ball and then went to his knee.
2nd down and about 6 coming up for Boyden Hull Rock Valley with the ball spotted on the 16 of CLGLR. 3:15 left to play in the fourth quarter. Lions lead at 41-14. Tesla hands to Noble over the right side. Lions able to stand him up at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play that time. Good defensive penetration. I believe Metzger getting in there for the Lions,
Metzger,
making the initial contact.
I couldn't pick up the number, but it was a nice tackle inside there.
3rd down and 6 coming up for Boyden Hull Rock Valley from the 16-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Rock. 2:45 left in the fourth quarter. Lions lead at 41-14 in the District 1 opener here tonight. Tesla from the shotgun, twin receivers left, a single to the right as Tesla takes a snap, rolls out left under pressure, and Vanderweerd is going to bring him down back at the 20-yard line with the quarterback sack.
Great defensive line play there. He just shrugged off his blocker and
that was
right
actually Lyle Moore on the quarterback sack, not Vanderweerd.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, Lyle Moore with the quarterback sack. So now a 4th down and 10 for the Nighthawks from the 20 of the Lions. Tesla in the shotgun, twin receivers to each side as Tesla drops back, looks deep on the left side again. Cooper Spees. Does he have the INT?
I believe he does, Jay.
He does.
Yes.
Yep, touchback is called. Cooper Spees with the pick for the Lion defense. And the touchback is called.
Nicely done. Cooper does a good job at turning around and knowing where the ball is.
1:57 left to play in the fourth quarter. Lions will take the ball. 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line. And the Lions can salt this one away and celebrate a district victory, the first win of the year for the Lions.
This is a big, big game for them. You know, we were talking before tonight's game that, you know, we've got a better football team than this 0-4 team that we've seen, and I think we're seeing that tonight.
Yeah, if you were following just the scores, you know, you could think, well, maybe there's not a whole lot there this year for the Lions, starting off 0-4 and 4 real ugly scores to start the season as well. But those were 4 exceptionally good teams that the Lions were playing, and the Lions were playing with for the first 3 quarters in a lot of cases.
They were. You know, they were playing right with those teams, and so we knew we had a better team than what those scores had showed us, and we're kind of seeing that tonight.
On 1st down and 10, the Lions with 7-yard carry by Kalen Meyer. 2nd down and 3 coming up from the 27-yard line of Central Lyon George Little Rock. And this is a Lion team. You get the sense that if they put a full game together, they can play with just about anybody.
I feel that, Jay. You know, you thought that momentum was going away in the first half, and what's going to happen? But they rose to the occasion, and they played a really good second half of football.
That's the best second half, and certainly the best game we've seen them play over the course of a whole game this season for the Lions, as they will just fall on the ball, get into victory formation, and take home their first win of the season. Couldn't have come at a better time. This is the important ones, the district games now, and the Lions will be 1-4 on the year, but more importantly, 1-0 in District 1 play.
And you know, Boyden Hull Rock Valley, year after year, is in the thick of things. So you know, this is a win over a very solid program tonight.
And yeah, if you want to flip that coin that we were just talking about, Boyden Hull Rock Valley 0-5 on the season. That is not an 0-5 team out there on the field.
No, this team is going to get some wins. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah, Boyden Hull Rock Valley going to fall to 0-5 after the loss here tonight. And like we said, that's not an 0-5 caliber football team right there on the field for the Nighthawks. They are certainly going to get some wins in district play here this year. Lions will celebrate the district win tonight in convincing fashion, 41-14 over the Boyden Hull Rock Valley Nighthawks here tonight at Dick Null Field in Rock Rapids. So the Lions get that Nighthawk monkey off their back. First win over Boyden Hull Rock Valley in many years, what seems like and feels like forever. It probably hasn't been nearly as long as it feels like, but nice to get a win over Boyden Hull Rock Valley for this Lion football team. They'll enjoy it for a brief amount of time, but get back to focus because you've got a district road trip to Northwestern College in Orange City coming up next Friday night for the Lions, taking on the Dutch of MOC Floyd Valley. And that field at Northwestern College, that's kind of been a house of horrors for the Lions at times. That can be a tricky place to play.
It can be when you're not used to playing on turf, but by the same token, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Cole Telford on turf because this kid is some kind of fast on grass. He's probably one step faster on turf.
MOC Floyd Valley playing host to Sheldon for their district opener tonight. The other district matchup tonight, Sioux Center on the road in Okoboji. The final here at Dick Null Field in Rock Rapids, 41-14. The Lions beat the Boyden Hull Rock Valley Nighthawks. Stay tuned. We'll be back to wrap it up when we return. This is Lion Football on the Central Lion Broadcast Network.
Are you where you need to be on your financial planning process? Whether it's planning for retirement, investment, or risk management, trust our team at Frontier Bank Wealth Management to start you on the path to financial success. We guarantee exceptional customer service and value your time. We hold ourselves to the highest fiduciary standard in the industry and serve your interests, not our own. Whether you're just starting your financial plan or want help in maintaining it, let Frontier Bank help you plan your future.
Farmers, it's harvest time, and let's face it, things are quite different this year. Are you worried that your yields are down, but your production costs will keep rising? Let DeNoble & Company PC, certified public accountants in Rock Rapids and Laverne, relieve some of your stress by working with you to minimize your taxes and maximize your return. Call DeNoble & Company today for more information on end-of-the-year tax planning. We are a stable, reliable company with the security of experience and the energy of youth.
Back at Dick Null Field in Rock Rapids, ready to wrap up our coverage tonight. Central Lion George Little Rock picks up their first win of the season and their first district win of the season in the district opener, 41-14 winners over Boyden Hull Rock Valley here tonight. As the Lions improve to 1-4 on the year, Boyden Hull Rock Valley falls to 0-5 on the year. Most importantly, though, for the Lions, it's a 1-0 District 1 record, Chris Bixman, and certainly the district games, the ones that count for this Lion football team.
They are the ones that count, and you know, you love to start the district with a win. You're in the driver's seat. You're making your own destiny, and the kids are out there celebrating on the field as well. They should. They played a really solid game of football tonight.
Yeah, when you're talking district football, there will only be 3 teams with perfect 1-0 records in the district after all things are said and done here tonight. 41-14, the win for Central Lion George Little Rock over Boyden Hull Rock Valley. Now you turn your focus to MOC Floyd Valley, road trip to Orange City coming up next Friday night for these Lions, and just keep the momentum going. I suppose that's the recipe for the Lions now.
Yeah, celebrate tonight and start focusing on the next opponent. But we saw a lot of good things tonight, Jay. It's a 41-point offensive effort with a couple interceptions thrown in there, but I liked what I saw. A lot of really solid play on the line of scrimmage and on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, the offensive line, defensive line, they were able to control the trenches for the most part tonight. You had 4 interceptions, make it 5 interceptions from the defense, including a defensive touchdown as well. Dylan Van Berkem with a pick 6. So the Lions really, the Cole Telford show on offense here tonight had to have, if not over, at least around 300 yards, somewhere in that neighborhood for Cole Telford tonight. And you don't do that without dominating the line of scrimmage.
Oh, for sure. is a lot of great running on his part, but there has to be a hole there to get started in, and he went through a lot of nice holes tonight to get the yards that he got.
Well, that will do it for our coverage tonight. Once again, Lions win 41-14 over Boyden Hull Rock Valley. Coming up next week on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network, Thursday night, we've got varsity volleyball for the Central Lyon Lions as they host Sioux Center next Thursday night. If you can't make it out to the Central Lyon Gymnasium for the game, you can watch it right here on the Central Lyon Broadcast Network. Our coverage will begin right around 6:30. And, of course, we'll be back again next Friday night with more Lion football. Lions on the road at MOC Floyd Valley for their second District 1 matchup of the season. That will do it for our coverage tonight. Thanks to Chris Bixman and everyone else involved in our coverage. We'll be back again next Friday night. Lions going home with a win tonight, 41-14 over Boyden Hull Rock Valley. Good night, everybody.